Let's see.
See who the fuck popping
I
up.
believe we are live. We are live. Shout out to everybody that's going to be in the chat, everybody that's waiting in the chat, all that. I did not say the N word, by the way, in that clip. Everybody keeps saying, well, we're going to get to that.
You said it. You reverted back to your
say,
old
bro,
ways.
they would have, Wack would have killed me in there if I said the N word to him in that moment. And I don't say the N word.
I was like, damn, Moose is an expert troller. He hit him with the
I said he's trying to get the lawsuit. He's trying to get the lawsuit, bro.
Yo, the secret N-word is crazy. Where'd the chat go, y'all? Where'd the chat go?
I went on speed down, nigga.
Yo, that's crazy. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Once we get into it, we only gonna be reading super chats since we probably gonna have a bunch of chats. We won't be able to read them all, take the whole, all day long. So if you want us to read what you got to say about what we're saying, just go ahead, drop a little $1.99.
Hold on, wait a fucking minute. I know Back on Fig is not talking about Wack 100
yes,
no jumper employee.
Yeah.
Say the man's name, T-Rail.
Say his name, Cuddy.
Say the man's name, T-Rail.
He can't.
Come on,
bro. Rap Daily Playlist contract won't let him say my name, man. That's all it is.
Say the man's name, T-Rail. You dead wrong for that. You dead wrong for that, bro.
I'm not bogus, you guys. You lied to us, Moose. Oh, we're going to talk about it. Man, let's talk about it. Like Peasy said, let's talk about it. But yeah, Back on Fig talking about us, just clips, hit the clip, drop the clip, a bunch of new wave podcast clips in there. We're feeding the streets, okay? You're welcome. When that AdSense check comes in, just hit me, Deej, or Ricky, and just say thank you. I appreciate y'all, man, for real.
Now, the honorable thing is to give us the loot.
Yeah,
no, for real.
Like the boy said.
Fact. Shout out to the 33 people already in the chat. We gonna get into it. Let's just let some people come up in here, man. Let it build up a little bit, and then we'll get into the topic at hand. You know what I mean? What y'all been doing today, though? What's you been on, Brody? You look like you just dropped your kids off or something. You looking real. You looking real mature today. I don't know what it is.
Man, I just rolled a wood, bruh. Went outside for a minute, watered the plants and shit with my girl. Started it off like Larry June today, nigga. Got some Dutch Bros, you feel me? I'm cool and I'm ready to get into the thick of it, nigga. Get to the meat and potatoes, nigga. Fuck that. Let's get nigga. Yeah.
What you been on, Silky? Silky. This is our face, Silky, right here.
Feel me? Nah, bro, I'm sick, bro. So I just been, slow motion. Had to go get my little good Dayquil behind the counter with the congestion on it. You know what I'm saying? Good mud in the building.
Drink, sir.
Drink, you feel me? Nah, but it's been slow motion. Went to go, chop it up with my barber, get my hair cut and shit. We was kicking it for a bit. Shout out Jose.
Chop it up with my barber is hella funny way to say getting a haircut.
We be chopping it though. The barber shop is therapy. That's real nigga therapy. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. So, yeah, it's a real N-word holiday. A real N-word holiday when you go get a haircut.
I was trying to get him. Fuck. Yeah, I was trying to get him.
2 and 2 days.
I'm trying to bring the whole moose back.
2 and 2 days. 2 and 2 days is so funny. Yo, okay, well, you know what I'm saying? I think we could start chopping it up, man. I had a podcast yesterday. Shout out to the 46 people in the chat. Yo, this chat, I'm done looking at the chat for a little bit. If you want me to read your chat, just donate. The shit y'all say is too funny. I can't focus. So, last week we're supposed to pod with Adam and Wack, obviously. Me and Wack had the back and forth where he's yelling at me on the phone. I'm yelling at him while I'm taking a doo-doo on FaceTime. He didn't like what I was saying. I guess he felt like I was going too far, so he felt like it was past podcasting. That was like kind of relayed to me. Like Lush hit me like, yo, Wack just called me, bro, and he's not happy. And I'm like, that sounds like typical Wack, It's just like, he usually gets mad at people and yells at Lush, especially when he calls them. So I didn't pay too much mind. And then Adam also hit me and was like, hey man, like don't be going too hard. But I was just like, what should I stop? Because I didn't feel like we were saying nothing out of pocket. Like everything that they said to me that made him so mad Flacco said we called him low IQ, or I called him that. Nobody could find that clip. Never said that. Wack said I called him the B word. There's no clip of me saying that about Wack ever, so that wasn't true as well. I think it was more so that I was just too outspoken as a Mexican, you know, and he doesn't like, you know, Mexicans being outspoken, I guess. He's never ran into a Potter like this, you know. I guess he's been dealing with a lot of white boys like Adam, black fools, you know what I'm saying? He just hasn't ran into a Mexican that be popping it like this, I guess. And
Yes,
that,
he has.
who was it?
The Mexican king shit talker. Who is that? Who's the biggest Mexican shit talker on the net? Been terrorizing the industry for years.
Mexican 6'9", but they were buddy, no? No, it's not 6'9". Yeah, but they kind of did business though, and he was kind of vouching for 6'9". Like, you know, remember they're like, oh, why are you fucking with a snitch? And he was kind of giving all these reasons, like, oh, it's business and all this. So they were kind of had like a better, and also 6'9" thinks he's black as well, so that's also, you know, has to play a part in there. So I guess, you know, he doesn't like Mexicans speaking out against his antics, and it rubbed him the wrong way. So he was in Miami last Thursday. So we did the show where it was me, Spody, Doughboy, the JB Gate. I think that's where JB Gate happened, was last Thursday. Spody calling Doughboy a JB, and Munchie the chicken finger, the rotten chicken finger experiment that Munchie B went through on that Thursday where he was sick. That was also that day. And yeah, did I call him short and fat and I'm not worried about Wack? Yeah, definitely did. Probably shouldn't have said that, because that definitely seemed like I was trying to catch the fade and putting that energy out there. But I truly was not. The reason I said that, one, we're on a podcast. What am I going to say? No, all respect to Wack. And he said, fuck my mama and shit. So it's like, obviously, I'm going to shoot some jokes. To me, that was jokes. But to me, saying that was, I'm not afraid of the confrontation like a lot of these fools I see in LA are, of like, you know, Wack's the boogeyman. Like, I know that Wack's a gangster, and I know that Wack's tougher than me, and his homies would beat me up or whatever, and Jay Reed me in the alley. I know all that, but that doesn't stop me from having a conversation. If I feel like the conversation is reasonable, I'm not going to take it there, and I'm not going to participate if someone's willing to take it further because I haven't said nothing to me that warrants that. You know what I'm saying? And also, I just got to know Jumper. I don't think Adam 22 wants me fighting the dude that's fucking bringing most of the views like on a consistent week-to-week basis with him, squabbling up, breaking all the cameras, breaking shit. And then I'm getting jumped by Creep. I know Creep's jumping in. I pulled up Dolo. I pulled up just rocking because I pulled up to podcast. That's why I didn't pull up with nobody, because I wasn't on bullshit. I was Dolo by myself. Nobody waiting outside. Creep was there, and then some of Wack's homies pulled up after they seen that it was going south. If I would have fought Wack there, first, I'm only impressing the bums in the chat, the low IQ fools that are like, any fool that calls you out for a fade, you have to catch a fade. Even if you're walking and a Skid Row bum wanders upon you, if he calls you for a fade, you have to take that fade as a man. You know, that's not my type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, if he slapped me, you know, socked me, then we would have had to get down. I'm not just going to get socked on like on some Kelpie shit. But I'm going to keep my composure, and I'm not going to take it to that next level because I'm new at No Jumper. I want to have a long career at No Jumper. I know that's not what Adam wants, and all these people in the chat aren't going to, like, you know, play me out my opportunity, because this is like typical just regular like crash out shit where everybody cheers you on to crash out. You crash out and they're like, dumbass, like, now you're fucking fired from No Jumper and your career is over. Ha 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 ha. But it was not a play. It also was not a play. I went in there. They told me to pull up. I didn't just crash it like Jalise. I was instructed. They actually told me the plan was that I dressed like Nacho Libre at first. Honestly, thank God I didn't do that, because if I was getting millions of views dressed as Nacho Libre, that would have been a little crazy, looked a little crazy. If I was getting pressed in a Nacho Libre outfit, pretty glad that the store that I went to next to No Jumper did not have a Nacho Libre mask. You know what I'm saying? But it was not a play. They told me to pull up. I pulled up. They said, Doughboy's going to be potting for a bit, then we're going to bring you in. And, you know what I'm saying? That's what I did. I pulled up 5:30. I said, let's do it. I went in there on some WWE shit. I sat down. I'm like, what's up, Wack? It's me and you, man. Let's do it. I sat down. I looked at him. He was silent, dead silent, frozen.
Looking at me like you got a problem, homie.
Shout out to Philip McKinnish for the sub, man.
That's that real music.
Wack's silent. He's just sitting there. He has a sauna suit on. I don't know why he had a sauna suit on. I think he's on his weight loss shit or something.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at him like, okay, let's get into our talk. I'm staring at him. He takes me staring at him as me mad dogging him. Like we're in prison or something, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody that's subbing up, man. Y'all going crazy. Y'all going crazy. Appreciate y'all. So I'm staring at him and he's like, why you mad dogging me? You want to fucking fight? And I'm like, nah, I don't want to fight. I'm here to talk to you about, you know, all the shit. We have like a short exchange of words where he's like, I don't know you, homie. I don't play with Mexicans, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, you feel me? I forget what I said. I think I just wasn't really like folding, you know, not like folding, like cowering in fear, but just like folding on points where I'm like, nah, you're right, Wack. I think that's what, I don't know if that's what he expected once he started like getting loud with me, that I was going to be like, okay, I take everything back. But I was just saying, I feel like my arguments still have substance. And I think, I mean, the last thing I said on the clip is, hey, bro, I know you got problems with Mexicans, but I'm not a gang member and I'm from Northern California. You have no like issue with someone like me other than me being Mexican, I guess. And then he jumped up and we saw what we saw. So that was my side of it. You know what I'm saying? You're from Sac. Why would you pop in LA knowing you ain't got homies to back you up? Lesson learned. But I wasn't I don't feel like I was popping it to the extent where I was going to get Jay Reeded in Jay Reed's alley. You know what I mean? But I'm also not a tough guy. I'm not King Von. So if anybody thinks I'm soft, hey, go right ahead. I'm not tripping. You know, that's not my whole thing. You know, you feel me? But what did y'all think of it? What did y'all think when y'all first watched it? What was the consensus for y'all? I seen Ricky's comment was getting a lot of love in the comments about Wack's blood pressure going up. Deej, what you think about this? What y'all think?
Bro, my first thought was, I was like, boy, I know your butthole was clenched like a motherfucker when Wack stood up, bro. I know you was like, what the fuck? But the thing is, I was like, what did you say that was that bad? I was thinking about past pods. I'm thinking about the shit you said then. Like, all you said was, and I'm from Northern California, you don't got problems with, and then the nigga said, you think this is a game? I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I think he didn't eat. He had the sauna suit on. Maybe he died and nigga needed a snack, bro. I think, bro, Wack was just old and grumpy, my nigga. I don't get what the fuck he could have been so mad about, bro. Like, people saying you popping it by what? Podcasting? They act like you insulted his family or some shit, bro.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
What you think, Ricky?
100%. That's crazy.
Dude, it was just so embarrassing on Wack's behalf.
Real music, man.
Like, I can't believe that he acted that way for real. Like, bro,
100%.
you are a grown ass man, bro. This dude is sitting here, you work in a content driven place, your whole job, the thing that has provided maybe, I don't know, 40% of your success in the last 5 years has been sitting across from Adam. I don't know how long they've been doing the Adam Wack show. This is your bread and butter. This is why you're getting on academics, why you get to sit down with Aiden Ross, Charleston White, 6ix9ine, others of the sort. And you can't even sit in the box and have a conversation with someone is like not disrespecting you. You know what I'm saying? You just go full prison mode. You just totally revert to your like lesser self in front of the world, in front of 3,000 fans. And Creep is over there talking about some street shit when he's on there and when he goes home. How is No Jumper the streets? We sit on a set that's worth maybe $17,000. When we cut the cameras on, we have 3,000 to 4,000 people watching us. So if you commit a crime, it's broadcasted to the world. No Jumper is in Brick Baby's indictment. How the fuck is that the streets, bro? It's embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing. It's silly. I'm looking at Adam's face and I could tell he's just like dejected at this point. Like, how much longer could this actually go on before something else happens? You know what I'm saying? He's over here, he's charging you. Hey, don't raise your voice at me. Da, da, da. Like the same shit he did with you, he did to me to a lesser
Yeah,
extent.
exactly.
And
Yeah.
this is the mentality of some of these people, and I don't want to make it an us versus them thing, but with some of the street people, bro, they think that regular people squares, we're like cattle. Like they just want us to stay in our place. They don't want us
facts.
to speak. They don't want us to have an opinion about anything. They just live by a different set of rules, playing a different game, and we're just like, I don't know. Well, I don't know what they imagine us, because I'm not mentally
because
ill
also
in
they
that
speak
way.
on everything, so it's like they section S off, but then you could speak on any topic ever. But it's like, how does the streets allow you to do that? But then just being an intelligent young man doesn't allow us to speak on anything, because we're gonna give better takes, I feel like, than they would, because we're thinking about shit a little differently from a different perspective.
Wack think he fucking Suge Knight, bro. I keep telling y'all, Wack think he should. And tell a nigga knock him the fuck out on camera, he gonna be popping it forever, bro, until the boogeyman is put to rest. Cause he gets away with it. Everybody's scared of the idea of Wack 100, which I get, but he gonna run up on the wrong nigga that's with it and get folded. You getting old, nigga. Nigga might just kick you in your knees, you might fold. You might just want to take a step back, you feel me?
100%.
Nah, then I meant it too with the blood pressure thing. Like, you know, I don't like to say fucked up shit, but I was like, yo, like, you 50 something years old, bro. Like, you might be at risk for a stroke. He's breathing all heavy. He's like labored. He's like genuinely labored, bro. You need to chill, dog.
Yeah, I thought it was like, I knew that was definitely an option, but once it like kept going and just kept like rising in temperature, I'm like, oh, he's really tripping. And I see people saying like, you should have took the fade. Adam wouldn't have let you get jumped. You could go on Wack's Instagram. I saw somebody repost it. He was like, if I really wanted to, I would have knocked Adam out and then beat up Moose. So it's like, obviously that was not going to play well in my part. It's like they said, Adam would have called the police. You know how police work? I'm getting jumped and beat up for 15 minutes before the police get there. Okay. That's a pack out already, y'all. I promise you. That was just never my, and I didn't show up anticipating to fight. That was not my thing. Obviously, I'm not going to just get socked on and ball up or whatever, but also I was getting J-readed no matter what. I was getting J-readed. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I was there to...
how he pick and choose who to give this fucking energy to, bro. Why are you going to do it to the nigga that's telling you, I'm not with that, bro. I'm chilling. But then the motherfuckers that talk shit about you, all you do is make an Instagram post. You don't never pull up on them fucking tripping, standing up and shit. It's fucking selective as fuck.
Right. So it's mind games with Hefe, but it's real violence for Moose. It's real violence for 60-year-old men that can't defend themselves in the alley. You motherfuckers is pistol whipping them and shit and stripping them out of their pants. It's real violence for people that you view as weaker than yourself, but when you meet an opponent that's equally yoked, it's mind games. It's, oh, I got him to go to the park. I got him to... What sense does that make, bro? Like, if we just talking about being a man, you don't want to face off against a equally yoked competitor. You don't want the best of the best so you can up your rank. What's up, bro?
Yeah,
like, this shit is crazy to me, boy. This shit is crazy. These motherfuckers got a lot of people at home fooled. They got a lot of people fooled.
And then how I also saw it, yo, shout out to Turnt Not Burnt, said, I 100% agree with y'all opinions on Wack, but Moose was clearly flustered in that moment and didn't know how to respond, which makes him look bad in the clip. It is what it is, man. I mean, hey, nobody's expecting me to be fucking Mike Tyson in there, you know, so I'm not tripping.
Yeah, bro, if you ever been in a real life situation, you about to fight or some shit, bro, you're gonna get flustered. You're not gonna be the most composed fucking person in the world. We talking about fight or flight, bro. This motherfucker's a nerd. All you niggas in here talking shit about what you gonna do.
I fart on skinny
nerds.
people said $5. Moose, you said you don't turn nothing down. What happened? I was saying that I don't turn any confrontations down, any conversations down, any debates down. It wasn't that bro, if what's his name? Alshon Martin wants to fight me. He's like 6'9". He's a gang member. I'm turning that fade down. Obviously, I'm not saying I'm a fucking try to fight the world. But to shoot Wack some bail, I think the reason why Wack, because, you know, obviously there's an element of theater, or maybe not. Maybe he was that upset for real. I think he was just trying to make an example. Like, all these fools that aren't gang members, or all these fools that are just podcasters, YouTubers, if you want to, you know, speak on me or speak crazy about me, like, we're going to involve the streets. And it's pretty much, you know, I didn't turn down the confrontation because after that clip, and you'll see it, it's coming out.
100%.
We sat down and had a conversation for, I think, an hour and a half.
That's that real music, man.
Sorry,
Okay.
y'all are overloading my shit, man. Y'all are going too crazy. Shout out to everybody that's subbing up and donating. But yeah, I think that Wack was just trying to make an example, like anybody who's not of the streets and trying to speak on me and what I do, like this is going to be the reaction. And I get that, but also it's just like, I don't know how effective that's going to be because most people are never going to see Wack. Most people are going to avoid Wack if they speak on him. You know what I mean? Like, so I was the main one that was actually willing to sit face to face with him, and I, after we sat down, I still voiced my same, you know, disagreements with him, and we disagreed, and Wack did give me some context, like him and Aunt Hefe have been texting, and they're cool now, and he was willing to, you know, stop the beef with Munchie, I guess. Doughboy was almost had them on the phone, and Wack was, you know, so he was saying that he was willing to go back on a lot of beefs and mend things, but it's just like all that shit was behind the scenes, so I didn't know that. All we see is you're beefing with everybody in the office, you know, 67% of the Tuesday show you're beefing with, and you went at the homie Ricky, but now, you know, Ricky's like your son and you love him so much, so...
But like, what's this whole thing where it's like, don't speak on me? Like, bro, we're in the media. That was my initial problem with Wack. After I did Street TV, he said, bro, don't speak on me, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, bro, I'm an American. I'm going to speak on whatever I want to speak on. I told them respectfully, I don't want to talk about your case because I don't know shit about your case, nor do I care about your case or whatever allegations there are out there against you. But if your name is topic of the conversation, I'm going to talk about it. That's what you do all day, right? You sit on Clubhouse and you try to make viral moments, alienating people, talking about who's doing bad, who's doing this. So your name is in the algorithm. You go at Munchie, you go at Aunt Hefe, you go at Spody Face, you go at whoever, Dogface, T Grizzly. So your name is filtering through the algorithm, and then inevitably we have to talk about you.
Yeah.
And if I feel like you did some bullshit, I'm gonna say you did some bullshit, as it is my right to do so.
Yeah.
You feel me? You should be able to sit in the box and rebuttal. You're a fucking podcaster. You're always saying I elevated from the street life. I got out of prison. I turned my life. I became this super elite businessman. But then when it's time to show your best self, you back in prison. Like, bro, get on with that shit then, bro. Go ahead, lace up your chucks, stand on a corner and do what it does, bro. Go regulate. Go ahead and do that shit, bro, because this shit is goofy.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, sometimes he's a podcaster and sometimes he's, you know, the top boss, I guess, you know what I'm saying? So that day he was top boss and I caught him on the bad day, I guess. Maybe like Brody said, he was just too sweated out, needed some calories in his system. And I get grumpy when I'm hungry too, you know what I mean? Shout out to Droops in the chat, man. Even Droops.
He acts like an alcoholic, bro.
Even Droops saying nobody's fooled. Moose would have got packed out straight up. Wasn't a smart decision to go in, and Wack was extra anime. That's Droops, man. Droops is, you know, a real one, man. So that's why I don't listen to nobody in the chat, because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to impress no street dudes, no tough guys. Honestly, nobody in the chat. I didn't get here trying to, you know, act how I think people wanted me to act. I actually got here by acting the opposite how people wanted me to act. That's literally what I do, is like disagree with motherfuckers that usually aren't getting disagreed with. You know what I mean? So Moose, as a Mexican American, it seems like you got marked out, but it's just like, what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? What does that mean for me?
They act like he punched you. They act like he swung on you. If he would have swung on you and you did that, okay, then I get it. But they act like you supposed to just launch across the fucking table and Superman punch Wack, nigga. What do you want him to do?
No, yeah, and it's just like, you know, if you want to be a better representation for NorCal or Mexicans, then start a YouTube channel. Try out for the next No Jumper host competition and be better than me at podcasting, and then you could get in front of Wack and piss him off, and then you could catch that fade. But none of you every motherfucker that's DM me or, you know, commented talking shit, you have never done nothing that I've done. Your brain doesn't work at the same caliber that mine does. So I understand why you would think that you would do that. But you is not me, my boy. You is not at No Jumper. You is not the Mexican podcaster of the year, my boy. You is not that. You are random in my comments, okay? I ain't never been saying I'm a fucking tough guy. You could look at every argument, every debate. I've never been like, all right, let's go outside. I could yell all day long and we could chill after, you feel me? So at the end of the day, I'm not moving and shaking based on a bunch of fools that like live a different life than me. If you're a tough guy, you're a tough guy, but that ain't me, man. Turn Not Burn said, Ricky 100% right, but I feel like Moose and everybody who debates Wack gets ambushed like yesterday, gets flustered and forgets to make those points. Oh, after we sat down, yeah, I would say that I didn't have it gathered because I just really didn't think it was going to go that crazy, and then I thought it was going to be over right after that. And then he was willing to sit down. So I forgot to even get into like I got into him beefing with the host, but I feel like I focused on that too much and should also mentioned him beefing with like exposing artists and burning bridges for artists interviews at No Jumper. That was another point that I, forgot to mention. But yeah, maybe my cortisol spiked a little bit. My adrenaline was rushing a little bit. But most of y'all, when Wack yelled at you and said, get this bitch ass N-word out of here, y'all would have went home and left. And I sat there and I talked with bro. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Shout out to Luscious Doctor, one of the members, said $5. Moose frame mogged Wack. That's hilarious. I'm definitely going to get in better shape than Wack. I'm going to get my own sauna suit, so I'm ready. And I'm not trying to fight Wack. Me and Wack are cool. Afterwards, we chopped it up, you know what I'm saying? And even once I went into the lobby, his homies was tripping on me, and Wack was like, nah, we good. It's all Gucci. So we'll see what's happening. We'll see what's happening. But
who was there?
It was I think one of the dudes, it was Lil Jon. Isn't it Lil Jon one of them?
Oh, so he doubled back? Okay.
He has like a kufi on, right? He's the one that wears a kufi. Or I don't want to misrepresent the headwear.
John,
yeah, and then there was a tall ass light skinned dude.
What did they say?
It was pretty much like just checking my vibe because they I guess they were told during it like what was going on. I don't know if creep hit them or they were just watching the pod and just saw it was going south, so they pulled up. But they was on that. They pulled up on that. They was tripping for sure. They was like, like they had a crazy look in their eyes, and I'm like, then they started to kind of see Wack talking about the situation and just kind of how we kind of resolved it, talked through it, and then they was like, you know what I'm saying, all right, you good? And they were like, what you be doing? They would ask me about my content. I'm telling them about it, and then slowly the tension. But there was for surely like, we really violate people. I'm like, yeah, I saw the Jay Reed video. Like, I know that. I'm not here to fight nobody. We're to pull up with 100 Mexicans like American Cholo. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't there on bullshit. I was there to pop out on Wack, get my moment. And guess what? We had 1.2 million, baby. I got 2,000 new followers overnight, my boy. We going up. We hit 1,000 subs, man. Over 1,000 subs. We outside. We did what we had to do.
32 people in the chat.
It's a 341 in here now, man. Shout out to everybody that came through, tuned in. If you can't talk in the chat, you want to talk in the chat, go ahead and comment. You know what I'm saying? I see people talking in the chat, streamers talking in the chat. You've been streaming for 10 years and you don't got 350 people in your motherfucking chat, my boy. We just getting going, my boy. We just getting going. Just wait till we start getting this in-person odds going and getting our guests going. We finna be turned the fuck up in this bitch. You already know what it is. But
yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. Obviously nothing happened. It could just all be entertainment. Like, people reached out to me in the back line, was like, yo, don't trip off Wack, this is what it is. But I'm just like, damn, bro, why does it got to be that before it's anything else? Like, if I truly disrespect you and you want to get at me as a man, that's fair. You know what I'm saying? But like, just little internet shit, like Moose was talking a bit spicy, but like, bro, I'm dead ass though. I'm super serious. Compared to the shit, like I had so many people in my DMs like, oh, your boy was popping and he was popping and he didn't perform when it was time. I'm like, yo, you don't know what popping it is. Like, you never see no true disrespect. I seen niggas get spit on before to they fucking face to crack some shit off, bro. Like, come on, bro. Especially in the context of LA, we supposed to be representing LA to the world. And I guess 1.2 million, that's cool and all that. But this is not good representation, bro.
Yeah, I would say a lot of the comments are like more on negative on Wack. It's kind of, I would say maybe 70-30. 70% is like, oh, Wack's at it again. 30% is like, Moose is soft as hell. Moose soft as baby shit, which I'll take, for 1 million views. I'll take it. It's not that bad. I caught a water bottle to the neck, kind of, try to shake it off. You know what I'm saying? was the worst of it, and I was able to, you know, withstand the storm and be able to sit down with Wack and talk it out like men, and that's what I was trying to do from the jump. So I'm glad we're able to. It is what it is. You know, Adam, I voiced my concerns. If Adam doesn't agree and is not tripping off how Wack moves and all that, then, you know, it is what it is. So I'm a kick back and keep pushing this pod line, you know what I'm saying? But if it ever comes to where me and Wack do have a disagreement, I'm going to still, you know, disagree with him and state my opinion. And I'll try not to, you know, pop it as much since I know how he feels about Mexicans, you know. I'll take it easy.
Don't even look at that nigga, bruh. Don't even look at it.
I know. I'm going to look at the ground and I'm just going to state my opinions and I'm going to say, I'm sorry, Wack, but this is my opinion. Turnt Not Burnt said that's part of his tactics to ambush and get whoever he's up against off their pivot. I'm not hating how you handled it. I'm just pointing things out. Nah, point things out, y'all. That's what we're here for. I'm not butthurt at all, y'all. I don't have an attitude. I'm not trying to kick things back up with Wack. He's the one that dropped the video saying he was going to knock Adam out and then knock me out. Now that would have been a clip, my boy. Now that's a real Wack Pack clip. You already know what it is. But
just do that though. Like, why not just do that though? Like, why not just do that though? Because he knows he'd be dead fucking wrong. So why take it there to begin with?
Yeah.
Why take it there to begin with if that's and Ack is in the comments saying this is why I'm subscribed to No Jumper.
Let's go. Shout out to Ack.
Trolling, because I'm watching Ack stream the other day and he was like, bro, I give No Jumper 3 months before a nigga get popped in there. Before it's a mass shooting in that building.
A mass
or some
shooting
shit
is
like that.
crazy.
Bro, just so niggas can report on it. News cycle will be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's
Adam comment, Moose Cannon was also hilarious. I'll give him that. Moose Cannon is actually funny. They said how I feel about the creep video. I honestly, like, I get that. I guess it was for me, but when I watched it, I felt no way because I'm like, I've seen creep post some videos and there's other people before, like street dudes or whatever. So it's like, I don't know how that could apply to me. Like, even when shout out to Rich Rabbit for the 99 cents, man. Shout out to Rich Rabbit,
yo,
real one.
We got to do something with Rich Rabbit.
Yeah,
bro.
we got to have Rich Rabbit pull up to the pod for sure. That would be fire. That would be super fire. We could debate the N-word. No, I'm kidding. We're going to get into that too in a second because people are saying I said the N-word. No, I didn't. But I forgot what the fuck I was saying. Oh, they said, how do you feel about the creep video? I didn't think it applied to me because I'm not a gangsta. So it's like, oh, this gangsta shit ain't for y'all. Just find me the clip where I was so gangsta. You know, it's like when I said I wasn't turning nothing down, I was saying I'm willing to sit in front of Wack no matter how mad he is, no matter how much he's saying he's going to, you know, pay $1,500 to get someone to kill me. I'm still willing to sit down. It's like the dude who went over and interviewed El Chapo. Like, I'm sure he was a little nervous, but it is what it is, man. You got to hold your composure. I'm not that type of dude that just crashes out, especially when I don't have a good reason. Like, I can't even get into a fight unless I'm really mad, and I was not mad at all. I never in that whole conversation while like upset or like, you know, in fear of my life. Like, I've seen Wack do this, and if I got socked up, you know, then I might have to catch that fade and get packed out. But I'm glad it didn't go that far, and that's what I was trying to avoid, and I did it. And we got the clip, and I'm not beat up. I don't got a black eye, and we got the clip, boys.
Got him.
Yeah, what did Joe Max said? Wack did you a favor. He turned up the new wave TBH, and that's why I'm like, damn, is he playing 3D chess? Like, he had me kind of convinced, like, when he was going through it, like, is he boosting people? Because he said in the Ricky conversation, he purposely called in to put a position that he knew Ricky didn't have, and he knew Ricky was defending him to this. I have to think about this on how he said it because it was crazy, you know, the breakdown. He knew that Aunt Hefe was the one with the argument against him, but he went at Ricky because that was his lob to Ricky. And I was like, I mean, he did get, you know, I swim with the sharks from it, you know, so maybe he might be up to something, you know, maybe the Wack stimulus package is correct, but I'm like, you understand that you turn like a portion of those people off to these people too, right? Because they love Wack. And then he was like, no, like 70% of my fans hate me. And I was like, okay, I guess, you know, but that's like but it's working for me. So it's like, maybe he's right. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Bro, come on, bro. Come on, dog. Let's be real. Let's be real, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep acting slow. No, go ahead. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, Wack don't give a fuck about you, Moose. That nigga was mad, Moose. That nigga don't give a fuck about nobody. He just a mad old bald nigga. And that's why y'all need a happy bald nigga up there. He making us look bad.
The only reason I'm saying that is because he kind of looks bad in this situation to the public, and the comments are kind of consensus. You know, there's a bunch of people that they're mentioning, oh, Wack didn't have this energy. So it's like he made himself look bad. I feel like he knew that he'd probably look bad in that situation, and he still kind of turned it up like that. Was it intentional? But then why would he try to help me if I'm a Mexican that's speaking on him? So that doesn't make sense.
What situation does Wack not look bad in, nigga? That nigga's bad in every situation, Moose. Every situation. It probably is 80-20, where this nigga 20%, he's the one that's right in the situation. Other than that, nigga just tripping over nothing every fucking time, bro.
Yeah, I guess, you know, it is what it is. Shout out to Strife Tribe 199 said, Doughboy sold out Moose or try to keep peace. I think Doughboy from Jump had kind of let me know that he was not going to back me up in this war, that I was definitely on my own. So I felt more of a way when he hit me and was like, yo, I talked to Wack. He's still not fucking with you, but me and him are cool now. And I'm like, then put in a good word for me. What the hell? Like telling him I'm not trying to fight him at least. You know what I mean? I felt like he could have done that. But, and then in the podcast after the blow up and we sat down, it was literally Team Wack and Doughboy versus Moose. And then Adam was just sitting there. And why are you like, he's like, yeah, you was out of pocket, Moose. Like, you doing all the stuff you saying Wack's doing. I'm like, hey, which side are you on, my guy? What the hell?
He hit you with the reverse card because he was doing that with Bodie,
Uno,
nigga.
Man,
He's like,
the reverse Uno. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Big Sean Jones said $4.99. Shout out New Wave. Do you think Wack would have reacted that way? One of these YNs or another gang member in general? Serious question. I don't know. I think he obviously, like, if he's kind of likes you or has any type of relationship, he'll let you get away with a little more. But I feel like if you're a random, like, bro, did you see CJ was getting flamed in the comments by Wack? CJ dropped a comment, you know what I'm saying, who be potting at no jumper.
And told me?
Yeah, and said, oh, he don't keep the same energy with members. Wack violated him in the comments. He was saying, yeah, he was starting to post stuff saying he was begging for a job and all kind of, I'm like, Jesus. So it seems like if he doesn't, like, I don't know, if he doesn't know your intentions, he's going to just think you're just trying to kill him or just get him out here, I guess. I don't know. But I'm not trying to kill you, Wack. That's not my whole thing. And then Stories with Steve said, Wack ain't act like that with certain people, but when it came to Big U, him and 600 were playing Crime Stoppers. And that's, and not even that, but when I was saying we both work for the police, because I know he did not like that, I looked up the clip of him.
You did say that.
There was a clip of him with a badge, and then he showed later, like, it's like friend of a cop badge because his brother's a cop, but he was covering the bottom that said friend of a cop, and it just showed the badge like on a piece of leather that he flipped up and showed to the camera. So I'm like, bro, you play the games, like you play the jokes, and then I brought it up, and then it's all bad.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This shit is, it should be weak sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but it's all, you know, it's a pod, you know, it is what it is. We got it cracking, and we're going up. New Wave Pod is getting a little poppin'. But yeah, shout out to everybody that's in here chopping it up. Drop a comment, like, subscribe. We got memberships, you know what I'm saying? Donate a little. Whatever y'all want to do. Shout out to D-React. Shout out everyone I just dropped content on it. Shout out to D-Reacts. There's tons of reaction videos. You seen the and then Big Sean Jones said a YN would have had him doing the Ben 10 challenge. Dead homies. I'm not pulling up to no jumper with the burner, so that's on them. They could do that. Yeah, the N-word thing. People thinks I said 911 on speed dial N-word. I did not say that. I don't.
What did you say?
I must have said. People were saying I said man. I thought I might have said Maine, something like that. But I definitely didn't say anything that was N-word adjacent for show. And I think when the pod drops, you'll probably be able to hear it better than the security footage, and my name will be exonerated because If I would have called Wack the N-word and he's mad about me being a Mexican, even speaking on him in that moment, he would have crashed. Him and Creep would have crashed me. Let's be real. They wasn't finna let me get that one off, especially since I'm Mr. Anti-Mexican N-word user. You know what I'm saying? There's no possible chance that I'm saying the N-word to Wack in that situation. But
shit drop, you relapse, nigga.
It's definitely on some you feel me, Yuri shit. When Yuri said the N-word, Birkenstock's N-word. It's definitely got that same vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's for sure that bro said that. I did not say the N-word, y'all. It's gonna be hard to convince people you didn't say that. I mean, just look at Wack's reaction. I feel like if I said the N-word to Wack's face in that state, he would have been pissed. He would have shot me or something. I don't know.
He probably would have.
So I gotta give it to Wack though. Like his ability to hype himself up in his mind and like just get hot is like it's amazing, honestly.
Yeah,
like he really piped himself up in his. He sat there silent and got mad as fuck to the point where he was breathing laboredly. Like that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, no, yeah, because he was like, you called me a bitch. I'm like, I never called you a bitch. So it's like he's like Michael Jordan. You know when Michael Jordan like had to create reasons for him to like be motivated to like kill the people on the court. Wack created versions of me in his head. I think possibly with the help of Flacco, but he was saying that him and Flacco don't talk about me. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like with the help of Flacco, he created some versions of Moose that was like this anti, I want to get Wack out, fired from no jumper. Did I maybe say that once? Maybe, but I was playing it up. What I really wanted was what I said more times was Adam to just kind of rein him in when he's, burning bridges that can affect the rest of the cast. And, that's kind of what I stuck to. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Who was the last biggest interview on the Adam and Wack show? Like the last biggest,
I don't know, but honestly, their interviews always kind of suck. The Adam and Wack show is much better with just them, for sure. Because their interviews is usually like Wack talks way more than the guest, so it doesn't look the best. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna have to stop listening to it because it gets repetitive of hearing Wack.
No, facts.
Shit. I'm like, all right, it's been 6 episodes of the same shit. I'm not listening to this shit anymore.
No, yeah, that's crazy for sure. But shout out to everybody that's in the chat. And yeah, the main thing was just my same criticisms, and y'all will see when the video drops for everybody. I still stuck to a lot of those criticisms, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like I could have formatted my arguments, but I didn't think that we're gonna have a face-off before we had the debate, you know what I mean? But yeah, I watched a bunch of Adam and Wack shows. I watched probably almost all of them. Sometimes it gets a little repetitive when they're talking about like the same topics for a couple weeks or whatever, but it is what it is. Bro, he got smacked in the face with a water bottle. Let's not act like nothing happened. I fart on skinny people $4.99. I definitely did get hit with a water bottle, but I shrugged it off. It is what it is. I'm a big guy.
How hard did he throw that bottle? How hard was the throw?
I think the adrenaline was rushing a bit, so honestly, I felt it like hit me, but it didn't like hurt at all. It didn't like make me like charge me up. It was just like oh, now he throwing shit at me. Like, is this what we doing? I'm like Adam like saying, hey, kick back. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Adam's telling him to chill. I just know that Adam doesn't want nobody fighting in there. He literally said that because Wack was like, well, you said me and Jefe could catch the fade in the alley, but I can't fight him. And Adam was like, I never said that, bro. Nobody's fighting at no jumper. So, fight Wack and impress a bunch of dudes in comments, or keep my job that I've been working hard to get and podcast my ass for. If you all want to say I ranked it, y'all. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm not a tough guy. I'm not really tripping off being marked out, because my whole thing ain't being a gangster, Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Strive Tribe. It's time for a new renaissance, man. New wave on top. Shout out to Strive Tribe. Shout out to my boy Chucky in the chat, man. And shout out to everybody that's still in here. 285. Sub up if you want to chat. I just didn't want the trolls flooding us. So drop that sub if you want to troll us, man. You know what it is. You wouldn't be in the wrong. He assaulted you, bruh. I know, but it's just like a fucking
Water
tussle.
bottle not assault though, bro.
Yeah. They're saying to sue Wack. Even the thing of me calling the police, that's like if some fool just like they've been saying, someone steals my car, I'm gonna report it to the police. Someone stabs me, walks by and stabs me, I'm probably gonna have to call the police, you know. But if I see like a dude fucking breaking into a car outside, I ain't, and it's not mine, I ain't calling the fucking police. I'm not Adam turning over the ring footage. I don't think I've ever called the police in my life. I'm willing to, but I've just never had to. You know what I'm saying? That's just not. I'm not like on my Karen shit, but I'm not a gangster either.
That shit for like, oh, if I see a crime, I'm calling. Like, no, nigga. Like, if I got an inconvenience, like you said, like a stolen car. But if I see two niggas arguing and one of them gets shot, I'm about to walk back in the house and go play the game and act like I ain't see shit. I'm not about to get involved in some shit that has nothing to do with me, bro.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that Wack was trying to stab me. I'm saying that when I'm coming into a situation, I'm not finna just take every fade that's presented to me. That's just like not a very intellectual stance to take. I have to have discernment on if this is worth me crashing out and catching that fade. Just because someone wants to fight me doesn't mean I have to fight them. And I think that, you know, is pretty fair assessment. Like, I'm sure there's a bunch of Mexicans that want to fight Floyd Mayweather. You know, when they see Floyd, does he have to take every fade, squabble on the street? You know, it's like, I don't think so. You know, he does what he wants.
They definitely hate all my Mexican partners. They fucking hate Floyd.
Big Sean Jones said you get no cool points for fighting Wack TBH. I mean, I would have got Jay Reeded all day. His homies pulled up, even if somehow with the grace of God, I got the better of Wack. I would have got packed the fuck out in that bitch, and it is what it is. And I'm not trying to do that. I've gotten jumped maybe once or twice, and it's been 10 plus years. I'm not going back, boys. I'm sorry.
You old for that shit.
You got to understand, you have credibility to hold yourself. You're going to want to pod with you now. You think people pod with me because they think I'm hard? You think Brody and Ricky pod with me because I'm a gangster? I'm so gangster and I just catch all the fades. I'm so tough that they respect me. Like, bro, you think people sit down with Adam because he catches every fade? He got in a boxing match and didn't throw a punch, and people are begging to go to that platform. So it's just like, it is what it is, man. This is dope on No Jumper, weird ass comments. These guys can actually pod. Double R, shout out to Double R. He's just taking a quick break. He got to handle something. But shout out to the 255 people still in the chat. We outside with it. Bojack's asking me to go to a Destroy Lonely concert, but he's in timeout from the 24-hour stream, so I'm not going nowhere with him. And that fool got his homegirl jumped. I'm gonna be the one getting jumped, and he's not gonna be helping me. He's gonna be like Doughboy. He gonna let me get jumped at the Destroy Lonely concert for show.
Hey, how you feel about Doughboy so far up there, bro?
I like Doughboy. I think he's just been trying to kind of try a little too hard to be something like extra when like he got chosen for the competition. What I was telling him is like, because he was being himself and he was just naturally kind of funny and just personable and like cool. The like WWE shit, I mean, I'm guilty of it too. It's easy to fall into it at No Jumper. So, but I think both of us, you know what I'm saying, have agreed that we got to stick to pod and not go so crazy with the getting wrapped up in the No Jumper antic type. Yeah, the style of content that goes down sometimes.
So I think he's doing cool. I just, like you said, I think he's trying to fit in. He need to get in his comedy bag. He should be up there for comedic relief.
Yeah.
Don't be getting too involved. Like, I love his takes and shit, but I think he's definitely trying to fit in a little bit. I wanted him to go up there making a bunch of fucking jokes. Instead, he trying to lock in. Fuck that. We did not want you on there for that. We got enough niggas being serious.
Nah, facts. Yeah. I want Doughboy definitely to be in his funny bag, his good podcaster bag. I like how he disagrees with Spody and stuff, but he also had some good reason because he got called, you know, the JB word, which is, you know, I know people kind of just letting it fly, but to my understanding, somebody calling a black person a JB is like high tier racism. Like that's not, and I know it's black man to black man, but that low key Doughboy felt like that was even worse because that is an out of pocket word. And then he hit him with the Uncle T, you know what I'm saying? He's hitting him with all the greatest hits. So it's like, I could understand why he would be like, yo, you got to stand on that. He said his daughter seen that and he wasn't feeling it. So, but the No Jumper tat is crazy. I'll be honest, but You know, it's
Bro,
his
Adam
life.
was saying nobody says that phrase anymore. JB, that shit's definitely used. I'm surprised Bunchy B never heard that shit. I've heard that fucking term a lot, but I mean, I'm just kind of, I don't, I got gamed up. I guess maybe not everybody got that history lesson. You feel me? But I hear black people call each other that shit all the time. When Adam was saying it, I'm like, no, that shit is big as fuck, bro. That's not no surprise word. That shit's. Y'all don't remember white chicks? Y'all don't remember Terry Crews and that motherfucker? Get this JB away from me. Like that shit's not even that long ago.
What's the movie too? Spike Lee's movie, School Days or something like that.
School days. They probably got it. They got it on. No.
They said it in the movie. That's why when I first heard him,
do the right thing.
Yeah, that's when I first heard him say it. I was like, I know how it's used amongst black people, but I'm like, he's misunderstanding like how to use it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, he definitely didn't say that right, but whatever, bro. You know, Spody said that Doughboy did call him like a goofy and like all this other shit. So I feel like if you going tit for tat, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just, he kind of just got at him like that. So, and like I said, my discontent about Spody using the word, but I'm not like here to defend Doughboy. Like
some of his takes, like I can see the context in which Spody might feel that way, but obviously out of pocket. But he was saying, yeah, anyone that's not Mexican can say the N-word. We need to stop tripping. Yes, Jake Paul should be able to do blackface. So it's like that type of stuff wasn't helping him. That was like his first viral clip from the first Monday show, and all the black people that followed him from like Wild and Out, All Def Digital were on his bumper for that. So I'm sure some of them might have let some of that fly as well. So I get it, but also I guess host to host on the same platform maybe. But I mean, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel, I guess. It was kind of out of pocket to me. But
the shit I don't like about the whole podcasting with gangbangers is they expect you, right, to look at shit from their point of view, but they won't look at that shit from your point of view. Like, if everything Doughboy says, I would look at it from a comedian standpoint. Like the whole blackface taking shit, that's his art, bro. He probably deep into the comedy bag. So why would you you gotta cut him some slack, because he's come from a whole different life, bro.
Yeah, that's the way I viewed it too, but at the same time, it's just such a serious topic in the way that like the Paul brother was popping it. I wouldn't have said it like that.
Because Jake was obviously saying like, I'm doing this out of spite because Drewski did this. We need to get our get back. Like they did it, and we're finna do it. And it's like there's not gonna be the most funny skit coming out of that type of energy. I don't think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, type shit.
Go ahead.
But like, I don't know. I don't like the us versus them when it comes to the members and stuff, because I feel like I've had moments with like Munchie B and Hefe where they are understanding and stuff, and they can like get outside of their worldview and enter our worldview and stuff. But it definitely is something that we're plagued by in the building, and I hope we can grow out of it, because that'll definitely improve like the podcasting.
Yeah, I think just us having like squares, having conversations with them might give them a new perspective. I know Spody maybe not, because he's pretty like, he doesn't like to admit he's wrong, but like you said, Hefe be having, nuanced takes, and Munchie and a bunch of fools that come up there that be gangbanging like are, well-spoken, well-traveled, and can see our point of view, and maybe they don't think about it right off the back, but we might give them the, the perspective that they didn't see before. But like, I think the majority of them are pretty open to having conversations and seeing where we're coming from, except when it comes to anything that's super street. Then they don't want to hear nothing we got to say.
Yeah, I don't really care to comment on shit like that.
Yeah,
anyway.
Me neither.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
just don't like how they think because you a square, you a bitch. Like, I ain't no bitch, bro, but I'm just not I'm not gonna be doing a bunch of dumb shit out here. I know what to do and what not to do. But don't run up on me and try to slap me and think I'm not gonna knock you the fuck out. Like, I'm not a little fucking buster, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. People were saying I was like on tough shit, like with Tay. Bro, Tay F3rd was the one that was dissing the hell out me. Like, I don't start any of these beefs ever. It's just like, if I respond, like in that moment, I responded as a man. I'm like, damn, bro, if you want to fight me so bad, then I guess we got to fight, because you're not going to want to sit down and pod with me. And then we talked it out and we sat down and podded. And me and Tay are super cool now. I could do that with anybody. I could do that with literally anyone. I'm not somebody I'm always going to be trying to diffuse a situation and stop it from being violent, because I come from a city there's a ton of violence. Check the murder rate. Like I said on the 24-hour stream, Sacramento is a very violent place. I grew up in a place where there was a lot of violence. I've seen people crash out and die. I had a homie that was on my hoop team in 7th grade, 8th grade. He caught a body and did juvenile life, and he was gone, you know what I'm saying, because he crashed. So I was always just like, my two goals in life was don't go to jail and don't die. And I think I had in my mind that I was going to be great as long as I don't go to jail and I don't die. So every situation is going to be led by that, is how can I make sure that I don't die in this situation, or I don't go to jail in this situation, or in the Wack situation, I don't play myself out of my position, because I feel like a lot of people that are telling me to crash are people that would love to be in my position and want to see me fall so they could try to take my position. You know what I'm saying? So y'all will never be able to convince me of that logic, because y'all gonna say I'm marked out for a month and then I'm still gonna have a career. I crashed that day, my career's over, I can't pay my rent, and I gotta move back to Sacramento with my tail tucked between my legs. I'm gonna take that check, like Aunt Hefe, all fucking day.
Yeah. Facts.
If you don't think I was going to lose my job if I squabbled Wack in that small ass studio and we broke all that equipment, you're fucking retarded. I'm just going to keep it a buck with you.
Heck, nigga, and you going to jail.
And it's crazy too, where like people are getting at you crazy for being like 911 on speed dial, like that
was also like a joke. That was my last line that I was like, I'm not going to, I got to shoot something because I know this is going to get filmed and I know it's going to be viral. Yeah. If I was getting packed out, would I have left if the cops were called if I was getting jumped? Of course. Did I have 911 on speed dial? Like, I was literally going to come in with my phone and like 911 dialed on it and show it to Wack. I didn't even go that far. I kept it in the pocket until he turned up, and then I hit him with the 911 on speed dial. But it's like, bro, what do you want from me? I'm not some big blood gangster. I'm not no Norteño like they say I am.
But that shit is so crazy though, when I hear people like Spody and Creep say you're not playing fair and stuff like that, when it's like, bro, you are literally not playing fair. You're a part of a fucking gang, and you want me to not tell on you after you violate me when I don't have a group of people to help me crash out. Like, that makes zero fucking sense. In LA, the first thing they're going to tell you, you're not getting a fair one. You're not getting a fair one, right? So what is a square supposed to do?
Get packed out, like, J-rated. You got to get J-rated.
Yeah, like that shit is like a very simple mind game that they try to play to control you. And like, anybody with 2 cents in their brains can realize, like, nah, bro. And what's up with this whole shit of like, you don't respect the people around you, but you respect this white man in the judge's robe. You respect this Asian man in the judge's robe. That's the only person who can control your emotions and get you to sit down and have a conversation when it's too late? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah,
like, I don't want to hear that shit. I
guess they got to sort that out. But shout out to Yup Is Me. He's from the host competition. He said Adam would have just posted it and clipped it. Bro, Almighty got fired for like 2 months for beating up Kelpie. That was for fighting Kelpie in the studio. If I fought Wack 100, one of the top podcasters, and I'm this new fucking Mexican that ain't putting numbers on the board like Wack, you're fucking drunk if you think that I'm finna still be working at No Jumper after crashing. Adam's gonna be like, damn, I brought this fool in because I thought he was this intellectual Mexican fool that could debate anybody, and he's over here crashing out on some of my hosts when anybody tries to get in a fight with them. It's like, what about Ruga versus Adam? Ruga was on the podcast with Adam and said, let's step outside. You gotta fight me. Adam said, no, I'm not. I'm not doing that. Like, we're not finna be fading in here. I'm here to podcast. It's the same type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
So do you think that Adam would have fired you and kept Wack?
I guarantee you. I think so. I think so, because Wack would have made it seem like I'm this threat and like he's going to have to squabble me every time he sees me and we can't be with each other. And I don't put up $100K a week like Wack does. Let's just be real. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of trumps the no violence policy, though. It's like no violence unless.
But even like, I feel like even then we might both get fired after, you know, Adam's getting fucking. I'm pretty sure he's getting sued for some of the shit that Wack was a part of. It's like maybe we both get fired. I don't know, but I know that I'm not just getting brought back in after destroying a bunch of cameras and equipment, and they're just like, hey, we got the clip. Like that clip ain't gonna pay for all that shit that's broken when I'm getting tossed through a TV and shit. Okay, like what the hell? No, you're wrong. Yep, it's me. He got fired for Brandon, but he got fired for the Kelpie shit too. He was on suspension because Kelpie was thinking about suing, and they wasn't fooling with Almighty, so they took him off the platform. Know your lore, my boy. Know your lore. But what is you finna? Shout out to Wack 100 though, man. He pretty much made me viral. It is what it is. Am I getting marked out in the clip? Yeah, I guess so. You know, you guys are right. It is what it is. But I don't pride myself on not getting marked out. So we rocking, baby. And we just got more eyes on us. New Wave Pod. You know what I'm saying?
New Wave, baby.
Crazy. I want to hear this conversation between Wack and Wack about what happened. I want to see how Wack is going to spin this.
They're going to talk about it?
For sure they're going to talk about it, bro.
I want to see Ack react to the clip. I definitely want to see that because I'm clipping that and posting that for surely. There's so many. You just seen the Just Clips one? I like Just Clips, but that one kind of was like, I'm like, all right. Like he was saying, we said that we were going to get R&B to talk to Wack. I don't ever remember discussing that. He said that we were saying like, that either. We're going to reach out to R&B and have her calm down Wack. And he's like, why would you ever do that? That's dumb. Like, when the fuck did we ever say that? Some of the shit like I don't understand the logic for sure. I didn't understand the logic of the Just Clips one.
Yeah, I didn't think that was valid because I would never mention somebody's like woman. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't go that far or whatever. Like I feel like she's totally off limits despite whatever Wack does. You know what I'm saying? Like she's not on camera and shit like that. She was pleasant the one time I met her and shit. So like I couldn't imagine that he said that. But I don't know though. Just Clips be doing his homework. I can't hold you.
Yeah, maybe he saw it.
I wouldn't initially do it, but that nigga did say something. He did say that shit about your mom. So if you did do it, shit, come on, bro. Tit for tat, my nigga. But he would take that to the next level if you said it. He'll act like he never said nothing wrong, and then it'll be this whole big fucking thing.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
just overbear. That's his strategy is just overbear, nigga. Yeah,
no matter how much you guys say I popped it, I never said nothing worse than fuck your mama. And Wack said that to me, so I don't want to hear nothing, y'all. Let me know when y'all start a YouTube channel, you get on a big platform, and you start beefing with these fools, and then you catch that fade, my boy. You just start talking into a microphone like I did.
That real music, man.
Yeah, y'all can do it too. Y'all be popping it, but y'all could do it too, and you never do it. I don't understand that. I don't understand.
But yeah, they were saying that I'm always against Doe and Ricky. I don't think I'm always against Ricky. We do a pod where we're not arguing every week on No Jumper. Sometimes I'm disagreeing with Ricky, but we're having like a debate. You know what I'm saying? And it's usually over music on No Jumper. It's not like, yeah, the members are right on this tough shit. Ricky, you're wrong. We're usually debating about music. And then Doughboy, I have like a relationship with Doughboy where we are trying to go at each other because nobody wants to see us be kumbaya the whole fucking podcast. Like that shit's boring, bro. No cap. So
okay,
it's like,
so how do you feel about the narrative of fans saying that you guys just glaze Adam for 3 hours? You guys will go at it with each other, but
and
you guys
I mentioned that because
agreeable.
it was just kind of like the energy was kind of awkward. Like it was like, you know, I hadn't potted with just like one other person and Adam before. Like I didn't really know the dynamic going in. So just give us like a couple months and then I'm going to be at Adam's neck all the time, at Doughboy's neck. Like I'm already feeling more comfortable. Like even when Adam yelled at Lush on the 24-hour stream, I'm like, hey man, that was kind of OD. And he was like, oh, I was just kidding, you know, but I'm willing to at least do that because the whole room went silent when he yelled at Lush and it was hella awkward. It's like somebody got to be the one that could speak up, you know what I'm saying? So, but I got that same vibe that we didn't disagree enough, and that's why the Monday show wasn't as exciting as other shows. And we're gonna turn that up a little bit, not like on purpose, fake shit, but we're definitely gonna, you know, work on creating art because you disagree the most with like your closest homies. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you have the best like debates and discussion and disagreements with your closest homies because you know their intentions, you know they're not trying to play you or bitch you out or none of that shit, so you could kind of really get into the brass tacks, you feel me? So I think we're working towards that, you feel me?
Sure.
Yeah, y'all are just warming up. That's exactly what I read on it. And honestly, like, you guys don't have to be in there disagreeing a lot. I remember when Adam was trying to get like a Brick and Lush to be more like contentious with each other.
Yeah, and they're both just loaded. They're both just high as hell. Like, for sure, bro, we got you.
It was so forced though too. Like, you know, when they like finally got into it, Brick was like, "Damn, you always cutting me off." But anyway, let's go back to agreeing with each other.
Yeah. I fuck with when Brick comes home, it's gonna be crazy for sure. When Brick comes home, it's gonna be crazy.
Man, I want to pod with Brick, and honestly, I want to pod with Wack. I want to pod with Wack more
Hit
too.
him,
But
hit him. He said if we hit Wack on the direct line and we say, hey, even if it's disagreements or criticisms, he said if I would have hit him and said, yo, I got this, and this to say about you, I want to pod with you and voice it to you, he would have been okay with that. He didn't like that I was just saying it, but I didn't have Wack's line. If I DM Wack, he not seeing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I could have hit Adam, said, yo, send me Wack's number. And that was one thing I gave Wack is, yeah, I could have just called him and we would have set up a pod and then he would have known what type of timing I was on. I think Wack is just very wary of people on the internet. He don't know speaking on him. So he jumped out the window and it's like, hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
I want to double back. You
Yeah,
know
you
I want
I
to double back after he been saying fuck the streets for the past 3 months.
Yeah,
you know I want to double back, dog.
In that when we sat down, he said something like, what do I say about the streets? Because he was like saying that you know, pretty much that he's a businessman, all this shit. And I said, you say fuck the streets, right? And he was like, I've been saying that. So he agreed, you know what I'm saying? When I said it to him, when he was like making his point where he was saying he says it, but when you said he said it, he was like, Ricky, don't ever speak on street shit, dickhead. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And I didn't mind that conversation until it got like to the point where I felt like it was like disrespect in the sense of like, I just don't respect you as a person. Yeah. Because I'm like, nigga, I know you done said this shit before. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, for sure.
Yeah, the chip on my shoulder is too big to be sitting with somebody I feel like just don't respect me. Like, fuck all that.
Yeah, even with the, what was I about to say? The Wack 100. I fucking forgot. But shout out to everybody up in here, man. You know what it is. But yeah, you definitely should hit Wack. I would love to see the Wack and Ricky pod. And because I feel like you definitely can form the arguments and he's not going to be trying to beat you up because you're not Mexican. So y'all would have a great conversation. I think so.
Be fooled if you want. That nigga standing up on YouTube, Ricky. You say the wrong thing.
I already know.
Get ready for it, bro.
We need Christopher Lovejoy as the referee there, a security referee to break it all up. That big ass fool.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, man, that was pretty much it on the Wack topic. I know that's what you guys were tuned in here for, so I appreciate y'all coming through and, you know what I'm saying, popping y'all shit, even if you were here just to talk shit, even if you were sent as an agent of chaos. I appreciate everybody that came through. Motherfuckers not trying to listen to the ghetto house phone. Why is Ricky the ghetto house phone? I feel like Ricky's
people still spinning the house phone narrative is like crazy, bro. Like we almost at a year at no jumper. Motherfuckers think that I'm trying to be house phone. God bless your soul. Oh shit, we got a $20 dono. Shout out
to the $20 dono. Says salute. Someone finally held him responsible. People keep coddling him. He's standing on his bullshit. We support you, Moose. Shout out to SKO Kilo 4866 for the donation.
Big shout.
But yeah, if I have, but at least now Wack knows that I'm not on bullshit. So maybe if I criticize him in the future, he won't have as bad of a reaction. But I'll make sure that I keep it to podding. You know, I don't want anyone getting misconstrued. You feel me? But what y'all finna do tonight? It's Friday night. Is y'all finna turn up? Is Ricky? Oh no, Ricky's sick. He's not stepping out.
People been hitting me. They want me to pop up, go outside, but I'm sick, bro. That shit is whack.
You got sick at the 24-hour stream, right?
I think so. I heard. Last time I was in the office, Lush was sniffling. I was like, "Motherfucker, you give me
that nigga sniffling."
No, sniffle Lush.
You know why that nigga sniffling? That nigga got that drip, nigga.
Yeah, I misread it. I miss.
Nah, yeah. For surely, what you about to do, Brody?
I'm cool and I'm debating on either making some content or streaming on Twitch. I might play the game and stream some shit. Probably go roll a fat ass blunt. Make sure I don't gotta do shit. And yeah, man, I'll either be on Twitch, TikTok. A nigga could go live on Instagram now. So you know, I'm finna try to make my rounds and shit.
Okay.
I need some germ content, like germ as in Lush's germ, or like the germs that got into Ricky's body to make him sick. Is the 24-hour stream available now? There's some issues with the 24-hour stream being retrieved, I guess, from YouTube. Well, I want to know what your pops think about this. My pops hit me and he was not happy with that. He was saying, you know what I'm saying, does he need to slide down? I'm like, he was like, tell Wack I could be his dad, how old I am. I'm like, no, we're good, Pops. I just told Pops because he obviously didn't see the rest of the episode. We chopped it up at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? And we all good. So I'm gonna let the clip, but you know what I'm saying? I know that me and Wack, if I run into Wack, there ain't no tension, man. It is what it is. We all Gucci. Sorry for the skip frames, you guys. I think it's just because so many people are in here and all these donations and all these subs and shit. I think it's just making me lag. Y'all are going too crazy for surely. Shout out to Reggie George for the subscription as well.
Hey, Big Reg, man. I know that nigga, man.
What's up with the TAM update though? Not to just totally switch,
no,
like,
let's switch
what?
topics. Yeah, the
Wait,
Wack
what?
shit's over. The Wack shit's over. Shout out to I don't even got a PC. It's a laptop, so you're right if it is trash. But you know, we on the come up, baby. We just got monetized. Just wait on it. We chasing a bag. But yeah, the TAM shit, I guess TAM, I mean, I don't know if it's been announced, but it seems like TAM isn't invited to No Jumper no more.
Wait, did they say that on the show yesterday?
No, but I feel like it was murmured at some point during the office that yeah, that I think I don't know if it was the Dijon or just that was the straw that broke the camel's back, the last Dijon stream of just, I guess, kind of her saying disparaging things they felt against No Jumper over there, and then coming to No Jumper and kind of utilizing it, the platform and all that. So
What did she say though? I'm confused.
I saw a clip on the Reddit that was like, she said, oh yeah, all these N-words love that slave master in reference to Adam. And then she was like, oh, I'm just on No Jumper to sell my merch. Like that's pretty much the only reason I'm on there, because I think Dijon was like saying something about No Jumper, and she was just like, you know, repping her shirt like, I'm just there to sell my t-shirts and my merch and shit, you know what I'm saying? And
He
I
did
think
not say that.
that's the clip that I seen.
That's
I'm pretty sure. Chat, tell me if I'm wrong. I swear that's the one that I seen, the clip that I seen, and they was not feeling it, I guess.
What the
That's
fuck?
fucking tough. Damn.
What do you think about that, Ricky? Because you and Tam was super cool. I know Tam wasn't the biggest fan of me. I always like keep it cordial because I'm not gonna beef with Tam.
No, yeah, I told you I want to get Tam on our stream. You know, I want to get her on the new wave and stuff. I'm a big fan of Tam. I think she has a lot to offer. I wouldn't want her to leave No Jumper at all, you know? So yeah, that's tough. But I think she probably just feels a little maybe unappreciated. We had a couple of conversations where she was just like, I kind of don't understand my role here. You know, at times I've kind of felt that way too, just like not understanding how I gel into this thing. But, you know, I just kind of take it day by day. I think we got something really dope going on Monday. I wanted to see Tam on that show more as well. But they said it might be an issue with so many mics. So
Yeah.
I don't know what decision happened in the background where, you know, Tam wasn't pulling up anymore and stuff like that. Nah, but that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate if we don't have Tam, you know, there anymore. I saw there was a new girl on today. I don't know who she was, but
was she from the 24-hour stream? Because I thought they said that, but I couldn't. I only saw like a quick little brief couple seconds of the news. So, and I think she was like wearing like a little hat and some glasses, so I can tell. But definitely can't replace Tam. Tam was her own person for surely. I know that's like, I feel like No Jumper, maybe she just felt like it was going to be different and it just didn't fulfill her expectations, and she was kind of like let down by that. Like you kind of think of No Jumper, 5 million subs, you think you could kind of throw their weight around, but it's a very like niche specific kind of weight you can throw around, you know what I mean? With the, obviously the porn shit is going to turn off a certain audience of people that don't want to associate with it. The gang shit is going to turn off a different set of audience. So you do kind of got to find your own way, like you said, at No Jumper. But I think it's also on us to do that. You know, it's just like kind of like Adam's like not the best at like, yo, I'm going to coach you up and like tell you what to do. But he's going to be like, I'm letting you free. Look at all these motherfuckers that are watching you. What you gonna do with it? And I think it's up to us to run it up, and then we'll kind of land on the cloud somewhere where we're supposed to be, I think, you know what I'm saying? Or we're going to crash and burn, and we're going to get out of there. But it's one or the other. But I think that's just that when people go there and they're like, why isn't like Josh giving me pod advice, or why isn't Adam like trying to push me to this? It's like, I've realized that it's kind of just, there's so many people in there. It's a free for all. You got to make shit shake, or, you know, they're not going to fuck with you. It's pretty much like a sales job. Like, you got to put numbers on the board. You got to find your way. You got to, and it's nothing personal, but if they feel like you're not, you know, performing, they're going to get you out of there, especially when you're going on another platform that's a little oppy to no jumper and not saying the best things about the platform, the bigger platform you're on.
I think that's probably the biggest problem, her fucking with Dejan. Because, I mean, Slave Master comments out of pocket because they always say that.
Yeah,
but shit, I call every job the fucking plantation. So, fuck, if you my manager and you black, you still a Slave Master to me, nigga, because you got me fucking working. So, I get that. But on the I don't know. It's really the Dejan shit. Because didn't he, like, sue Adam and shit back in the day?
He said he got shot. He said he got shot.
He didn't really, though.
Or he said he got shot, and I think he tried to sue him, and it fell apart or something, or like didn't go through.
If it didn't go through, that's still enough. Just the threat of being sued probably got him like, oh no, I can never fuck with the guy because he's about to try to take some money from me.
Yeah.
I go back and forth. Go ahead, Moose.
No. Go ahead.
I wanted to actually advocate us patching it up with Dejan. I'm not gonna lie. I've been going back and forth in my head about like kind of raising this query. Because I know, you know what I'm saying.
It,
but
query, gay.
Oh, that's crazy. Hey, Dejan, I'm not playing with you, bro.
Fuck with Dejan. I fuck with Dejan.
I'm not playing with
I be cracking jokes sometimes, but not gay jokes. I crack jokes here and there on Dejan, but Dejan knows I fucked with him. I pulled up on him and did a pod with him for like 3 hours. So shout out to Dejan.
Yeah.
I can't get jiggy with this shit, bro. I can't get jiggy with this shit.
You don't fuck with Dejan?
No, I said as Dijon Paul, I can't get jiggy with
Dijon.
Rhetoric, man. We gotta let it slide.
But yeah, I think he's not gonna come back, especially now because he's about to sue TDE because Macwap and Keem are supposedly sexually harassing him or whatever he's saying.
He's suing everybody then. Okay.
But I'm just saying
he's going viral right now, which is, you know, shout out him for being able to spin up a narrative.
Well, because who was it? Top or Punch DM'd him like, "Yo, we fuck with what you're doing," and then he was, Punch, and then he's like, "Thank you, bro."
That real music, man.
As well, you got a couple of your employees that are saying these crazy things about my sexuality. I'm like, oh no, he plays a dirty game. Dejan gets in the mud when he goes crazy, bro. He playing the song about Keem's dad. Like, that's this part that I don't like about Dejan, the darkness.
You beat me to it, because like I did want to fuck with Dejan. I wanted to go on there, but there are just certain things that were a little too salacious, and I don't want to come in here, you know, like you said, on the parasocial thing, like making anyone not want to fuck with me because I fuck with this person or whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be like amicable. But Dejan's got something going over there. I have a lot of faith in his platform, and I hope that it does take off because the West Coast definitely needs it. I'm never going to root against it. I think he just has to have more discipline in what he's doing and some of the things he's, you know, willing to do. Like the whole Keem's parents thing, I think that's like really messed up. And them talking about him being gay. Like, you guys are both making fun of each other for two things you can't change about yourselves. Keem can't pick his parents and he can't pick his fucking sexuality. Like, you know, like talk about each other's weight or goofy. I don't know. Like, that's fucked up to be doing, you know, but yeah, like, I don't know. I just feel like West Coast hip hop vibes and shit. Like, I do think he could be an asset if he had like a bigger backing. A lot of artists already fuck with him.
For sure.
You know, for someone who I feel like, I don't know his metrics if he's super performing, but people love to pull up to his platform and like show love and stuff. So
Akon pulled up.
Fucking Akon pulled up. He's had a bunch of big guests.
Why you smile when I said that, Brody?
Where the fuck is Akon City at, Akon? Where the city you promised?
He said the government meddled in it and fucked it up, bro. It's not Akon's fault.
Bro. He sold that shit out to the Chinese, bro. That's literally what happened. The nigga took the bag and promised empty shit.
Yeah.
He's a fucking scam. He pulled a scam, bro. I don't want to say it's that in him, but you know,
I
the
don't
nigga
believe
pulled
that.
a scam.
Akon, stop by the New Wave and explain. I don't believe that, Akon.
Most African
Hey,
shit you
with
can do is
Dejan,
sell out your country to China. That's the most African shit you can
I'm
do right
telling
now.
you, with
Yeah.
Dejan, bro, I think that darkness comes from, and don't read into this too deep, y'all, because he's gay, bro.
No,
Like,
I asked him that when I potted with him. He agreed. He agreed with that. I said,
'cause
"Do you
they
feel like you
discredit
jump
him.
out this window because you like kind of got bullied or whatever you want to say, tease and it's like a trigger?" And he was like, "Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I think you could say that."
It's like when a motherfucking cop that gets bullied gets some power and he start tripping on everybody. You
Yeah.
used to be a bitch. Now you got it in your hands. Now you dictate shit. So
Yeah, no, for sure. They said how to lose a job at No Jumper, go pod with Dejan. Yeah, I think it's just Dejan is a little too oppy, and I said that from the jump, even when I was going over there. Like, I'll do the show with him, one show. I'm not pulling up on Dejan on a weekly basis because I've seen how Adam was side-eyeing people that were going up there on a consistent basis, even though he wasn't saying it in public. I'm like, I know this fool doesn't like this shit. I could tell for sure. But what do you think? What do you think about them saying like black women can't exist at No Jumper, from the Vashtis to the Ginas to the Tams? That's what they're saying in the chat.
Yeah, I think that's true. No Jumper's audience is No Jumper's audience is just not friendly to black women. It's not friendly to a lot of people.
It's not friendly to anyone, pretty much, but
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
women, and especially black women. I think, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
yeah, look at the whole fucking world, nigga. It's hard being a black woman.
For
Look how they
sure.
did Kamala just because
Yeah.
whatever she is. Let's say she's black. I think she Indian, but we ain't gonna talk about it. Either way, they could not fathom. They said, "Fuck it, we'd rather bring Trump back in than fucking
Then
vote for
fuck
her."
will
ass."
come on. But
Yeah,
the thing was, did you see they keep saying that Tam had a clip saying like anti-black men shit? She don't fuck with black men. That's what they keep saying
I'm
too.
seeing that in the comments. I ain't seen that.
Yeah.
I gotta see that. But even if she did express some frustration with black men, like so what? She's a black woman. It's fucking
Yeah.
her right to. Black women complain about black men and black men complain about black women all fucking day. That's like
That's
gender
true.
wars, culture wars. Asian
No.
men are complaining about Asian women right now. Like, goddamn, why don't you got a fat ass or whatever? I don't know. Hold on. Pause.
Whoa,
I don't know.
Hey, yeah.
I don't know.
I get that. I
What
get
is
that.
it? You know what
And
I'm
it's
saying? Like,
obviously
yeah.
gonna get spun from like the male standpoint of like, how dare she? Because there's not like the other half. Like Dejan's not speaking bad about the arguments against black women or whatever in this debate. So it's just one-sided from Tam, and then the Reddit's spinning it like, oh, see, she hates all the black people, all the black dudes on No Jumper. She hates black dudes in general. Like, it was that whole thing.
Yeah, but that would have been the value that Tam brings. Like,
That's true.
she should be in there being critical of, the men in her environment. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that at all. And Tam played it really smart. Tam was coming in there all oiled up, looking fine as hell. Boy, what?
Yeah, Tam
She
was trying to go crazy for sure.
She was working her move every time, and the chat was still hating on her. I'm like, golly, y'all can never be satisfied.
Do you feel like the only critique that I ever had of Tam is just that it seemed like she didn't take like, criticism and a little backlash very well. Like, she definitely felt like it bothered her. She definitely like, even when I was saying like, damn, Tam seemed kind of ungrateful in that clip when we talked about it. She was throwing super shade at me saying, oh, it's nice to say that when you like, you're not an employee up here. You just a fan and all this shit. I'm like, oh, damn, I was just giving a little quick take. You feel me? But she definitely was not feeling like people having negative opinions of her. Like, and when you're on No Jumper, there's going to be plenty of those.
Yes and no. Yes and no. Because the only reason that I will advocate for her about some of her produced serial complaints is that Lush says the same shit. And Lush is a big dog. So if Lush is echoing some of the same things that she is, I'm not going to like really kill her for that. Were her expectations a little too high? Maybe, yeah. But yeah, I think it's hard for a lot of people to take criticism, on the chin and like keep it rolling. I don't know what Tam's background is, but like, I don't trust people that haven't played sports. I'm gonna just say that. And I could just tell when a motherfucker ain't been coached before. And I'm not saying that I peeped that in Tam. But like a lot of people can't, sit in the box and hear about themselves and shit and just be like, okay, I'm gonna do this better, I'm gonna do that better. So yeah, I even me coming into No Jumper, I thought I was like, oh, big leagues. I'm about to be getting a bag, whoopty wham wham, da 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 da. And then you kind of see what the reality of it is, and like you're right, you got to make it what you make of it, type shit. So I'm also super soft on women. I can't like.
No, I get that. And even I took that on the chin when Sam was throwing super shade on me. She was liking comments of people who was saying that like Moose is crazy stuff, and I'm just like, I'm not finna sit here and beef with Tam, I felt like every time I speak out, I have some fair criticism. That's my favorite thing to say. Fair sizness. Fair criticisms, and I get it. Some people, especially like Flacco, I even shoot him some bail. When everybody's dogpiling you about something and then somebody else critiques you, and even if it's a fair criticism, you're just grouping them in with the dog pile. And that's what I feel like that was happening with Tam, is everybody was calling out that clip, and then I was kind of dogpiling it. Even if I felt like I was trying to have a nuanced take, it's just going to be sectioned off into these people are shitting on me over this, what I'm saying, with everyone else. So I get it.
Yeah.
I love my Nubian queens. Likewise, igualmente, homie. Scared Soul said, Moose, you just flashed on the chat right now the same way Tam does. Yeah, but I think I could take criticism. Not from you fuckers, but, I could take criticism from the homies and shit like that. You feel me? You know what it is.
Damn, my homie just hit me up saying that my sound was super trash. Whole time it was coming out of my computer.
You actually didn't sound that bad, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't sound that bad.
Okay.
It's I honestly.
Hold on. I gotta acknowledge one chat.
What's up?
Yeah, all 32. Yeah, nigga, Raiders, nigga. Yeah.
What happened with the Raiders, bro?
That nigga said we win in the bowl. We not winning this year, nigga.
My
But
God.
we looking up, nigga. We looking up. We got the future.
All of them comments all 32 was making, and you say that. Now I just know you're delusional, and I can't believe nothing that you say now, bro.
Hey, I seen him earlier. He's talking, bro. He was talking.
No, yeah, shout out to all 32. He be in a bunch of different chats. I always see his little trophy picture. Shout out to everyone that's been in here. Still 143 people in the chat. We had our highest viewed podcast today.
Man, of course, man. All 32 is a Raider fan. He was talking so much shit. This nigga's delusional.
Yeah, I love it. I love it, though. Shout out to everybody that came through, man. Ricky just horny. No way, you literally just defended everything about Tam. I don't think he's that horny. But shout out to Mendoza.
I'm not that horny.
Somebody
but I do fuck with Tam.
Send me that clip of Tam saying shit about black men. Somebody or just...
Yo, let's react to it. Hold on. Let's
I'll find it. I'll find it and send it in the group chat, and then I can bring it up.
We'll react to it.
I'm gonna just always have to be honest about my take. I fuck with Tam heavy, but you can't be doing that shit, Cuddy. You can't be doing that shit.
Facts.
Wait, you don't think that black women have right to criticize black men?
Yeah, but I feel like we get overly criticized and blamed for everything, and like it's real critical. You know what I mean? Like a nigga never gets a break. You already got the whole world fucking hating you. Now you got to worry about even more of your own people hating you, and we should protect each other. But on the other end, black men don't do a good job of protecting black women in these days either. So I get it, but I'm one of them niggas where I'm not gonna stoop. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I think there's a fair point there, but also definitely, I guess it's just how you do it. I'd have to see the clip because I guess it's just how you do it. And then
if it's in a clip,
no, go ahead.
It's good. But if you're like going hard, like you know how you look on Twitter or Instagram and it's a bitch just. I think it's gay for a man to chase money. Black men are gay for wanting to be rich. Like, bro, that's just the dumbest fucking takes you ever.
I think she probably. Okay. I think it's gonna be more like I've had these experiences dating black men, and I've had negative experiences. I feel like that when she talks about. She was saying. She said she didn't criticize black men. She said she wasn't up to meeting their high standards. And then she said she generalized pretty much is what they're saying, like all black men. But that's what we do when we talk about pretty much any topic. And it's usually not good to generalize, but we all do it. Let's be real.
This person didn't even post a video. They just said Tam lost me as a fan. Bitch, black but don't like black guys.
That's
How you
crazy.
black
Damn.
and don't like your own kind? She's low key like Flacco. Hate her skin color type beat. Let us see the video, bro. You putting all these
It was
accusations on her
from
with
Jean
fucking.
Paul. What is the clip? That's not in the Reddit. You said that was you looking for the Reddit.
Yeah, it's not on the Reddit. I've seen
I feel like it's
Tam's
taken out of
like
context
takes
for sure.
on dating and stuff and the things that she says about black men wanting to be in polyamorous relationships. She doesn't say anything crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like what Brody said, I hate that shit. I hate that shit. You know
It's
what I'm
too
saying?
critical of us, bro. It's
Yeah,
too
like when it's
critical. We don't get no break.
yeah.
But you feel like people should be able to voice like how they feel about their opposite gender race partners.
I think so. I mean, bro, since we were born, bro, black women have been schooling us. Our moms and our grandma are critical of us. So obviously, like in the dating market, you're gonna date proximally. It's probably gonna be a black woman. Like she should be able to critique you. But if the shit goes too crazy, like super liberal black chicks that are like, if you don't see like if you wouldn't date a trans woman, then you're homophobic. Like, yo, chill out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
no,
I'm
yeah.
I'm not here
That's
for none
crazy.
of that. You know what I'm saying? But like, if black women are like, yo, we want to be more protected by black men, and you see a video where a black woman's being harassed and a bunch of black men are standing around her, not helping her, I think that's a fucking fair assessment. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, the Gangland Knee made a video on it. Let me pull up Gangland Knee video real quick and see what he thought. Because it says Tam fired from No Jumper and she hates black men. Let's see.
Damn, he doubled up. Put both in one title.
Wack 100 attacks MooseMan in front of Adam 22 on No Jumper. That's his next video after the Tam one. Let me pull this up real quick, chats. Come on, YouTube. Come on. Why is it not loading? They're distorting Tam's statements. No, yeah, we're gonna check it out so we can know exactly what she said. We're not gonna speak no more until we figure out what's going on. Why is my YouTube loading so
For
fucking
sure,
slow?
because I mean, she black, so she can for sure be critical of our race, or I mean, she could critique it. But like I said, I just hate when it get black men do the same. Everybody's guilty of it, no matter what race you are, just fucking going overboard sometimes. So I gotta see the context because I feel like maybe the chat is reaching.
Can I call Tam?
Maybe we should watch the clip first. Just
Gangland Eve is gonna be like a 20-minute video.
no.
Yeah,
I was just gonna find the y'all. Y'all can keep talking.
Oh, you
Wait
gonna
a second.
transcript it? Okay,
yeah, I'm gonna find exactly where she's talking.
Okay, yeah, transcript it. Transcript it. Let's figure out what's going on. Cause I'm not gonna put those accusations on my black sister. I know.
You stand on Cisness.
I'm standing on business for Tam, bro. I fuck with Tam, man. She's a good soul. I fuck with Tam.
Oops. But if you're in the chat still, man, and you haven't liked, comment, subscribe, join a membership, donate if you can. If you have a bunch
Tam
of
been doing this even in front of Adam. You're talking about the time where Brandon called Tam
the BW.
yeah, BW. Let's just say that. I didn't want to really repeat it. I can't remember the context of that. I think I was sitting there when that happened, and I didn't really flinch. So,
Hold on, what the fuck is a BW?
a bedwitch. It's a really fucked up like term from slavery, where basically like black women are being bred and stuff like that. It's not.
Yeah,
like,
that's why I never
it's
liked that
not
nigga
chill.
either. I'm so happy that nigga's not in the fucking building. Even when I talked to this nigga, I ain't gonna lie, I did some bitch shit and just was like hearing what he said. He was saying some dumb shit when I tried out for No Jumper. I'm like, you know you black, right, nigga? I don't what the fuck? That shit. I'm happy MooseMan fried that nigga for sure, bro.
Yeah, Brandon absolutely had I think the hardest fall off post No Jumper of all time, maybe.
Shout out Mikey O, nigga.
I think Brandon is a good guy though. I think that like no, I do honestly. I think that Brandon just expresses himself in the worst fucking way, like out of frustration. Like, oh, got some trauma. His dad is in jail for life and shit. Like, just he went too far into the black accountability shit. You know, like I'm big on that. Like, I'm a black capitalist, right? I think black people should integrate more and more into the system financially, and that's where we get power and safety from the police state, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people get at me about that, being like, you want us to integrate into a white supremacist, society and or system, and that's not going to help us. It's just going to help proliferate white supremacy, which is going to hurt Black people ultimately. But I think that in America, people don't respect people; they respect numbers. So the more money you have, the more respect and the more power you have. So, you got to take accountability. Like, I like one of these dudes that Ant me reposted. He's in jail and he be kicking games to the young homies about not throwing their lives away and all this other shit. But if you scroll down, he'll have a couple videos where he's like, yeah, but and the white man put us here. Like, no, bro, you put yourself there. You put yourself there, brother. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know why, but this shit is not loading. Sorry, y'all. I don't know why my
you gotta
YouTube
take your
load's stupid
time.
slow. Maybe somebody, maybe one of y'all could pull it up. The Gangland meme video. It's the second to last one he just posted with Tam in the thumbnail. And
Yeah, we lagging a bit. Damn, the homie's on our production, bro. Hey, Tom, why don't you pull up and help us with production, bro?
Yeah,
Like,
it's just my bad. Yeah, it's probably my shit because I feel like when we got a lot of viewers, we got a lot of bandwidth, and I'm on a laptop, y'all. We still rocking with what is this? A fucking laptop. I don't even remember what type of laptop I have, but we running a janky stream right now, but we still here for y'all, man. Who else is here for you other than the 24-hour Crit Max stream with 607 Unk?
Nah, yeah,
I
my
wanna
folks
know-
been hitting me up saying they want to help invest in this new little business journey I'm on and stuff. But I'm just like, bro, if I really tell y'all like the price tag that I need, to like,
go crazy go crazy with a studio.
No. That would be nice, but nothing like that. Just like, like the family get together, everybody pitch in a little something, like a better setup and type shit. You know how Africans be, and my dad too, African Americans, they want to just help out shit. But I'm just, getting my feet wet, trying to figure it out. So I'm like, keep your money. You feel me? I could buy this shit on my own. Like, it's not that big of a deal, but yeah, they be getting on me.
Hey, Ricky, bro, you being part, I don't know what part of Africa you feel me you from.
Oh, Zimbabwe and South Africa.
Is that part a little more structured than your American black side? But I don't know if your American black side knows their roots. Like, you know what I mean? Because I always think, even when it comes to crime and shit, like statistics, I'm wondering how many Black Americans that don't know where the fuck they come from are in the system compared to how many motherfuckers who could trace it back are. Because me, I just know, you feel me? I'm Black, nigga. I know my family goes back to Louisiana. That's really all I know. I know we got Creole, but I can't be like, oh yeah, if I go to Africa, I got to go to this part. I don't know where the fuck I come from, bro. That shit's lost.
Yeah. No, there's I like to like kind of break down that bridge between like Africans and African Americans, because people think there's like a lot of smoke between the two, but it's dysfunction in both societies, bro. Like, no one's perfect. Like, I got cousins in Africa and shit that are ghetto as fuck, and they not living right type shit. And I got family out here that's like that, but like, I feel like my family, regardless of their education level and shit, they're hustlers. Like, my grandma came out here by herself raising kids, and she was able to buy a house in Watts. You know what I'm saying? She got into the medical field and she just did right. So like, and even in that lineage of family, I got people that are on top of their shit and I got people that are fucking up. So it just falls down to the individual person. The Africans that you see out here a lot usually are like wealthy and educated. Some of them do come out here with nothing and build a life for themselves, but there's a big cultural difference. And like, look at Moose. Moose moved out here from Sacramento with the idea of, I'm trying to do this shit full time. I'm not getting tricked out of my position. I'm not fucking, giving up until it cracks. That's what the Africans that come from here, that's their mentality, bro. So imagine you live in a place where there's no hot water sometimes, there's load shedding, sometimes you don't have electricity and all this other shit. Then you get to America on a scholarship at a university and everything is plush. You got Wi-Fi, you got fucking heat, cooling, everything you need. You are thinking you are in heaven, bro. You're not trying to fumble the bag. So you're going to do everything to secure that shit. Like, them motherfuckers they're more hungry. Yeah. People in America don't know how good they have it. Like, some of our hoods, bro, are like $1 million neighborhoods. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's
shout
just
out
a
to the
mentality.
Africans, man. The Africans go crazy.
Shout out the immigrants. Nigga, shout out my immigrant community one time. You feel me? We digging tunnels up underneath you. You want to hope say?
Ricky, do you feel like you got a better perspective into like the Black American versus African immigrant like kind of debate that always goes on? Because like I've spoken to people that are on both sides. Like when I worked in like healthcare type stuff, I worked with a lot of African immigrants, and some of them are like, we love black people. We love, Black American culture. Like the people kind of try to spin that narrative, but that's not us. And then I've talked to other ones. I feel like women were a little more accepting, and then the dudes that I worked with was like, I remember I had a debate with a dude, and he was like, that Africans never sold slaves, and he had like this conspiracy, and I was like, okay, for sure, bro. And then he was very like anti-American black for sure. I feel like so I've ran into both sides. I feel like.
How old was he? I'm curious.
Shout out to my boy. I don't want to say his name, but he probably was 30 plus. And he was like super educated. He was like a engineer too, like some type of like coding engineer or something, but he had some crazy opinions.
Yeah, no, I do have a really good insight to it. Because I've done battle on both sides. I argue with my American side about their perception of Africans not fucking with them, and then I argue with my African side if they ever say anything that's like a little ill positioned, you know. So like I feel like I have a good experience of the American black experience and the African middle class experience type of thing too. So I do battle on both sides. I'm like literally the bridge between my two families. Yeah. So like
but there is tension. It's not like a fake thing like that social media plays up, because like what do you think? Is it real tension or is it just case by case?
It's really like
or a misunderstanding of each other kind of thing. Like
it's a little bit of a misunderstanding. Like when I start to explain to them the ways that black people were truly disenfranchised, they can tie it into how colonialism fucked them over, and then they start to understand things like even a race traitor, right? Like when I was like, yo, you really shouldn't be calling other black people that, Spody. Like in my head, a race traitor is such a fucking serious accusation from my South African side because it was so politically charged. Like people were dying. You know what I'm saying? Like I think there are people around me and my family and stuff that have committed crimes out there that are like insane, but it was because they were fighting for their freedom. You know what I'm saying? Like I know there's some real trauma there. So like, like it's just they know their history really well, and African Americans know their history really well. So when you start to like tie in the two and they can see the same, they're like, oh, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? And they become like more understanding and shit. Yeah.
Because sometimes, go ahead. My bad.
No, you go first. Most you good. You go first.
No,
bro.
I was just saying, and even it's the same way the other way. A lot of times, Black Americans are like, man, these African fools just come here and just because they get college educated and they feel like our struggle isn't real or whatever. I've heard that argument as well, like from the other side where there's a little standoffishness from Black Americans. Like y'all didn't really go through what we went through here. Y'all just getting here type shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so like one of the best examples I could give y'all is like we have this African family we're really close to. They're like my cousins and shit. They purposely moved to Compton. Like they were like, Compton is beautiful. Like when they got settled here, they were like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Like there's all these black people and shit. Like, you feel me? And Compton is a beautiful place, like great homes and stuff, really big houses and stuff out there where you get familiar with the neighborhood and stuff. But they couldn't understand why the African Americans there didn't appreciate it the same as them. And they're outside gangbanging, killing each other and stuff. They're like,
why aren't you guys just enjoying this like great neighborhood?
Facts. They're like, bro, you guys live in a Mediterranean paradise. Like, what's the fucking smoke about? You know what I'm saying? And then their kids, the younger ones, were starting to grow up as like African Americans, and they were seeing the influence on them and what was fucked up and how these strifes were happening and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like one of those where, like I said, like motherfuckers can't conceptualize what's happening in Africa. I have family in Africa that's like, oh, we got all this land, build a house out here. You guys can vacation out here. Like, motherfucker, y'all don't have hot water. Hey, I
Yeah.
know I'm soft. Hey, I know I'm soft.
Facts. That cold shower is something different for
Oh,
sure.
fuck yeah.
The electricity be going out. Oh, fam, you got it.
I think it's one of those things where
That's crazy.
a black American doesn't know what goes on in Africa and vice versa.
real
So
music,
you can't really judge off them pretenses. Cause I feel like when some Africans come over here, we do look entitled as fuck. Like you said, cause look where they coming from. They're like, what the fuck? But I think once, like you said, you put it all on the table and you see the past trauma that we're dealing with and why this shit is shaped and molded this way, it should make a little more sense. But I don't know. Moose said we know our history real good. Black Americans, nigga. No, the fuck we don't, Moose. That's why we so
Yeah.
fucked up, bro. That's why black people, that's why my race is so cooked right now, because we're lost, bro. But we still trying to get our fucking feet on the ground, bro, on steady ground. All this shit is, we always had a lot of hardships to face, not as an excuse, but it is reality, you know
I
what
mean, yeah, it was designed for y'all not to be educated on the shit that happened to y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's what the white man wants us to do, man. That's what the white man wants you to do,
Taking us out
Brody.
of history books and shit, bro. Like, damn near.
No, that's
I
actually
hope
a
black people are
1,000%
teaching
true.
their kids, bro.
All the red states, Florida, Georgia, they taking out Emmett Till, watering down Emmett Till's story, watering down slavery, watering down civil rights. It's actually crazy, and it's all been by this last administration specifically, as of recent at least.
Before that, think about it. They got all these pictures in black and white. I was so fucking shocked when I'm like, oh, do you mean to tell me they had color cameras through the whole fucking civil rights era and they got all this shit looking like it's even
Yeah,
further
so
back
it's
in
hella
time?
old looking.
Yeah.
Trying to
that's
distance
crazy.
yourself from reality, bro. That's just not
Yeah, like
right.
motherfuckers' grandmas was going through that. That's one generation away.
Nigga, my great grandmother was a slave, bro. That shit is right around the corner, nigga.
That's crazy, bro.
I say that about.
Oh, my
go
bad.
ahead.
Spellcaster3383 said Moose has officially made it, manifested his dream off the corpse of Wack. Well done. I don't know about corpse of Wack, but shout out to you. Shout out to MC Snit 8781 for becoming a Moose Gang member. Shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah, I say that. That's my biggest indictment on all Americans is that they don't know their history super well. I don't think it's just black people. I think
Facts.
white Americans are walking around not knowing their fucking history and shit like that. Like I don't know. Like
Everyone, yeah. Everyone's most of the country's dumb. Yeah. Most of the they're not dumb, but just like they're not reading books about history. You know, after
They
they
don't have the
graduate
knowledge.
high school. Yeah.
yeah.
It's like
Yo,
even
but-
I'm up on a bunch of shit from this book of Latinos in the U.S. and just like the history of all the way from when Spain conquered the Americas and then 100 years later Columbus and then pulled up and shit or whatever, and or the British pulled up like 100 years later, and then all these Latin countries that were pillaged in the meantime and shit. So. And that gave me a good perspective on like why we have all these immigrants trying to come here now is because them fools were running through their places and taking all their resources, hundreds of years ago. And so now they're trying to get a little piece of the pie. And I'm like, that's a good, definitely a good perspective. But I didn't know that. And I'm fucking, I've been Mexican my whole life. And I'm trying to get in tune even more.
New member.
Yeah, shout out to
Remember-
the members in the chat. Moose Gang member. This is a dope pod for real. Moose way better on this. He don't got to act tough on this. I feel like I don't act tough on the pod very often, I'll be honest. But shout out to y'all loving the New Wave pod. It's because we're real potters. Let's go.
He said Brody voted for Trump. Yo, you guys are tweaking.
No, what?
The Trump- it's gotta be a troll.
I hate that
We
nigga Trump.
have to debate, Brody, for you voting for Trump.
Fuck
I
outta
challenge
here.
you.
You got me fucked up, bro. Big Kamala. I don't give. They talking about the lesser evils. I knew who the lesser evil was. It's all these other fucking bozos voting for that nigga, man. Fuck out of here. Now y'all got me fucked up. Y'all got me fucked up. What the fuck?
Real hip hop fans though. Did y'all vote for Kanye when he was on the ballot?
Hell no,
get
but I
that
had
nigga
homies
outta
who
here.
did. I had homies
I
who
did.
definitely did. I don't
Oh, I
think I
voted.
voted that. That was 2016, wasn't it? The 2016 when
Nah,
Trump won the
that
first
was-
time, no?
No, that was the COVID one. That was when Biden usurped Trump.
Oh, okay. No, I definitely hit Biden because I didn't vote in the 2016 one because I think I was on tour. So I was on the road, so I didn't. And then I saw Trump winning when I was on tour, and I was like, oh, that's ass. But
Shit, bro.
No, I voted for Kanye. I had to. I wasn't gonna miss my opportunity.
I had homies who definitely voted
This
for
nigga voted
Kanye.
for Trump. If you voted for Kanye, you voted for Trump that year.
No,
That's all
don't
I'm
work that
saying.
way. It don't work that way.
That nigga wasted a vote.
KumoCast 2.0 donated $4.99. Said these ninjas need Liberia.
Yo, I love that take though. Like that was so funny that we should turn Liberia into the Black Israel. Dude, I would be ungovernable.
Isn't that kind of what like Garveyism kind of was? That was like going back to Africa and like building a new society. Isn't that wasn't one of the parts of Garveyism? Or am I
probably
tripping?
was one of their tenants. I'm pretty sure it was. Yo, but if you could pull this up on the screen, I wanted to get into Complex's top 100 rappers list.
Oh my god! Hey, you know, as an old soul, look at some bullshit on here. I'm a real hip hop head. Bro. I'm gonna have strong opinions about this shit.
Could y'all pull it up and share the screen? My internet, I think it's just because my
Okay,
laptop
let me
is
see,
moving
let me
a
see.
little slow at the moment. Oh,
Let
shit's
me
loading
see.
slow as shit. Yeah, shout out to Liberia. Shout out to Minyango Tokpa. Ricky is happy Moose was humbled. He just won't say it. Moose was turning on Ricky and Doe in front of Lush and gang members. What do you think about that, Rick?
There's someone in my DMs that's been trying to convince me that you are just like the biggest snake in my life, and I'm like, bro, like Moose is my boy.
I'm not gonna lie,
He been
Ricky.
tapped in for a minute.
I get the worst fucking DM ever. Like someone just saying foul shit. I click on their page. They have like 3 followers, and one of them's always Ricky, and some random black dude that hates me.
Is it Donnie Blitz? Is it Donnie?
No, there's a new one that came out. I see, and he had like literally 6 followers. I'm like, how does Ricky know this guy? Why is he so angry? What the hell? But he's definitely one of them are tapping in with you because they do not like what I be doing.
That is so crazy.
But Donnie Blitz is just like he's a little disgruntled because at one point he hit me and was like, yo, I'm willing to squash it. And I said, fuck you, Donnie Blitz. So he just went back on his anti-Moose campaign. So shout out to Donnie Blitz, man. Wish you the
I'll
best.
fuck with Donnie. I'm working on his racism. I know he grew up in Arizona and stuff, and he has a lot to impact. So Donnie's my project. I'm working on him.
The Donnie Project. That should
The
be
Donnie
your guys'
Project.
podcast. Reforming.
Yeah.
Y'all ever lived somewhere that was really racist, bro? Have y'all
You said
ever had,
what?
like any real racist experiences?
Yeah.
Or, like has that been kind of like how you got lucky throughout life? Like have you had some crazy shit go down or what?
It wasn't super like towards me, but I saw a bunch of like the high school I went to was like in kind of in the boonies, and I went there to play football. But when I think my freshman year, it was like 70% white people. There was white boys flying the Confederate flags off their truck.
Oh,
motherfuckers! There was a black girl that got ran off the road after school by some white hillbilly ass fools.
What the fuck?
It was cracking, but like I played football and like all of us would hang out, and it was a bunch of like black and Mexican fools, so they was never pressing up on us because we was all big ass football players and shit. But I definitely heard a bunch of different shit, and just the facts that they're from California flying Confederate flags was the craziest shit to me I had ever seen at that point.
Yeah.
But what about y'all? Y'all experience real racism? Somebody yelling the hard R at you and fucking all that shit?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. The first time I ever got called the N-word was by somebody that was mixed when I moved to Oregon, bro. I was in a shelter in Oregon, and it's real, like, back in the early 2000s, it was really, there was one pocket of Portland that had black people. Everywhere else, you either got hipster or you got skinhead-looking motherfuckers down there, meth heads and shit. So, yeah, first time, that was the first one, like, what the fuck? Like, you called me? You damn near, you just light-skinned for real.
That's crazy.
I lived in Clayton, bro. Clayton is a small ass town in Cali. My grandma lived there. I was the only black kid in that motherfucker. That shit got different. I was in like the 3rd grade getting called the N-word in that motherfucker. Fast forward, I moved to Turlock. It's this fucking white boy that drive to school with a Confederate flag on the back of his shit, like you said. And that's like 13 or something. So when I got to the Valley, my experience was when I started talking, you know what they told me? They go, "Are you from Compton?" I'm like, what?
Compton is hilarious.
Like,
City of Compton.
You say hella and bruh a lot. I'm like, that's not even what Compton niggas say. I'm like, I'm from the Bay Area. So I had like a few prejudice moments, but I did have a car full of, you know what? I was walking home in Turlock, car full of like 4 white boys called me the hard R and drove off, bruh. Like my sophomore year. But it was like grown men. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy.
For shit show. That shit.
What's your greatest racism story, Ricky?
Yeah, normal shit. Hard R's. Fucking.
That's crazy. That's
No, it's
normal.
normal.
I grew up in a pretty affluent neighborhood. Like, especially in high school, I stopped going so much to South Central, and just like little ladies crossing the street when I would be walking down and stuff. And I used to take like a lot of offense to that, but then I sat back and thought about it. Like, yo, I could probably do like a lot of damage to this person, and they don't know who I am. It's like late at night, but like then it would be like some of my neighbors and stuff, and then they'll be like, "Oh, it's you," and I'll be like,
No.
Hey, no lie.
It's one of the good ones. It's one of the good ones.
You
Don't
wanna
worry,
go
guys.
sit,
Bro, oh my
Shit.
god. Hey,
Type
Antioch.
vibe, type beat, yeah.
When I was in Antioch, bruh, my freshman year, I walk in the hallway. Antioch got okie white boys, all right? So I walk in the hallway, I hear a white boy say the hard R. Mind you, he cool as fuck with me, so I punched him, right? Bruddy dead goes, that nigga said, no, bro, I wasn't talking about you. I'm like, nigga, it don't matter who the fuck you talking about.
Yeah, I've heard this argument before, and it's so crazy when people are like, "No, I wasn't saying the Asian slur for your Asians. I meant it for these Asians." And it's like, bro, when you use the slur, it usually is a blanket term for all those guys, man. You can't do that. They said, yo, Tupac, are you from Compton? That's funny. That's great. Hey, but my internet's fucked up because of the streams just overloaded. Could y'all pull up the fucking
I'm literally trying
list?
right now.
And
Can
then
you
just
try, Brody? Because
try
for
it.
some reason my Discord blocked my screen share and I can't find it in my privacy settings.
Oh,
I think I
okay,
need
yeah,
to
you gotta like give
update.
permission or whatever, all that shit.
I'm trying to for my system settings, is what you call it. No, but yeah,
Y'all like on it, best
the last
rappers?
little skirmish I got into in
Yes.
college was about the N-word. This Asian dude called me the N-word, and my roommate
Hard
he was
R?
like, no,
A?
but but the way he said it, it didn't come off the tongue
Yeah.
right, and like I wasn't about to trip too hard. Like I was just like, hey, bro, like chill the fuck out or whatever. And my roommate was like Cuban, but he was like really, white passing. So he had to do it up, and he just smashed on him. And I was like, oh shit. So then I just snuck his homie right quick before he could get into it. You feel me? And then we got off. And then they were with this Hispanic girl, and she was like,
And
oh
then-
my God, this is so fucked
And then
up.
Ricky
then
just knocks her out.
No. And I was like, well, what the fuck? He's being racist because we're in Berkeley, right?
Oh yeah,
And she
yeah,
was
very
like, well,
anti-racist.
yeah, she was like, well, you're acting like one. And I was like, nah. So then, like, we got off on him. Homie, like, finally recovered and he wanted to keep fighting or whatever, but it was over. Like, we
Acting
just-
like one is crazy.
I know, it was crazy. That's why your homie got fucked up. And then, like, we seen each other a few times around campus. He, like, fake followed me home one time, but, like, I knew he never been in, like, situation like that. So I already knew, like, I'm going to duck off into this cut. And I was waiting for him to pass me. And then when he passed me, I was like, what's up? And he was just like, it was no static.
That's
he
crazy.
just kind of kept going. I was like, yeah, bro, you a bitch.
Yeah, you can't be mad for getting beat up for saying the N-word to a black dude. Like, it's just, I don't get that.
It was crazy, yeah. Like, I was like, I don't think I was about to, like, hit him, though. Because I fired on somebody. I got hit one time first in a fight, and I made up my mind never get hit first. Like, always bomb first. But the homie just,
Set it off. Can you scroll down
type
just a
shit.
little bit more, Brody? We could cover up all the top and then just, I was going to maybe just see like the top 30-ish and then see like if we could make some moves or something. J. Cole over Drake is already just blasphemous. J. Cole even over Kendrick is blasphemous. Like, is this, like, what are we talking?
I wonder
that.
when they made this list. I do truly wonder when they made this list. But J. Cole has been rapping his ass off.
Lil Yachty at 25 is egregious, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
I have a problem with Future at 13.
Yeah, when's the last time he
18
dropped? When's the
over
last time
Future?
Future dropped? He dropped he did the shit with the Metro shit, right? Is that the last thing that Future dropped?
What the fuck is SDK, bro?
Yeah, that's the last time he dropped.
I
like good girls.
ESD,
That one.
ESD Kid is the dude from the UK. He has like 2 hits as of recently.
Oh, I don't know. SD Kid going crazy, but
He's over
like,
Pooh
he will
Shiesty?
Let's see. Let's look at his what you call it.
He's over Pooh Shiesty? He's over Playboy Cardi?
Bro, Pusha T might be too low.
I get it. I
Pusha
like
T
the Timothy
34?
Chalamet verse too. He's over
Nah,
Cardi.
he's too high.
Hold on, bro.
He's
Man,
too
let
high.
me.
SDK
I'm gonna
too high.
unshare the screen, bro. Let me look for a more. This can't be it, bro.
This is the show. 'Cause
Wait,
I saw
no, but
J.
let's
Cole was
critique-
at the top. J. Cole was at the top for sure. This is it.
This is it.
That's
Nah,
bad.
SDK way too fucking high up on this list. So they said that this is 100 hottest rappers right now. So
right
they're,
now
they're,
at this
they're
moment.
gauging their hotness right now.
So J. Cole
So
dropped
J.
a good
Cole-
album. Yeah, good
Yeah.
album.
He
was doing a lot
Drake-
of singing on that album though. It wasn't rappity backpack rap J. Cole. He was singing on some indie shit, sounding like Kurt Cobain on there and shit. Like,
is it a classic rap album?
no, but it's a really good album. Classic. It's not gonna go. It's not better than Born Sinner. It's not better than Forest Hill Drive. It's not better than even them early mixtapes. The Friday Night Lights even is better than that album, I would say.
Low key. Pretty good critique. I like that. I like that.
Rocky.
But I
Like,
love the album. I love that album.
Am I tripping, or does Tyler damn near got it? I feel like Tyler damn near should be higher, bro. I wish the West Coast held Tyler the Creator in higher regard, because even though
Tyler
he's
should
not
be
a
higher.
good rapper, he be putting on. He's artistic as fuck.
ASAP should be way fucking lower. That album was solid, but not top 20 fucking 25 rappers hottest right now, I don't think.
Look,
should've
I'm
put
very
Savage at
upset by
21.
this. I'm very upset to see Don Toliver and Travis Scott ahead of Kanye West, but
They're dropping better music at this point in time.
have you listened to Bully?
I did, but only once. I got to go back and really listen to it. It was kind of background music-y. I listened to it, and I liked it, but it wasn't like
Bully is really good.
I don't even like Don Toliver like that, but I know that he makes pretty good music. Like when Tam said Don Toliver was her favorite rapper, I'm like, yeah, she's not going to make it at No Jumper. There's no way.
Bro, I ain't
Respectfully.
gonna lie. I need to see the full 100 because I need to see some fucking Michigan artists on here. Where the fuck?
Well,
are
let's
all
go
the
through it.
Michigan
Let's
artists?
Yeah,
keep
keep
scrolling
going.
down.
So we got
one
this.
This one
Is T.I. still rapping like that?
Where's
He
Oh,
does.
I
T.I.?
guess he had the beef with 50. He had the beef with 50 in those songs. So that
that's a radio hit right now. Surprisingly, he got some
okay.
shit that's
Okay,
on
I'm
there.
not up on the T.I. shit. Okay.
Rod Wave needs to be higher.
Let's get married.
Rod
Get
Wave,
married. That's all I
Rod
think
Wave
of.
should be right underneath NBA Youngboy.
tough, bro.
They said that Wack and Flacco turned us into a music review stream. It's so funny. We don't pop it no more. That's such a funny narrative.
Oh, bro. I was just talking shit about Wack like 37 minutes ago. Rewind that shit, man.
I'm hella weak, but yeah, kid, that 40. But they said this is top
Yeah, I
100.
gotta find 100.
Yeah, it's gonna go all the way down. to
We
100.
don't need 100. I don't think we need 100. Honestly, I think we.
You know who the
could-
100th one is?
Who's the
I need to know.
100th?
LaRussell.
I did see that he was up there. I didn't know that's where he was though. That's funny.
Okay, so Rio the Young OG at 71, Larry June at 72, Freddie Gibbs at 73.
Yeah, Larry could be probably higher because he's actually been active as of
Larry-
lately. No, it
If
was
Jack
more last
Harlow is
year.
59, Larry June is definitely 58. They got Earl Sweatshirt at 58. This is a crazy
I got the full
list.
list now. I got the full list on the motherfucker now.
Yo, this is a crazy fucking list, bro.
Don Toliver, Yeet at number 5. It's just because it's like that's just the label pressing the button. Is Yeet dropping music that's like,
That's good.
you know,
Facts.
yeah. Is it as good as NBA YoungBoy? Like in his whole, but I guess it is because he has like a culty kind of fan base as well.
Lush would love this.
what the
Max
fuck
B
is this
at 37.
What the? You making your own list? What the fuck, bro?
Hey, give me the fuck
he's
out of
on
here,
bullshit,
man.
bro. Just end this. We seen the
Hey,
list,
get it out
bro.
of here. Yeah, stop sharing this. Hey, technical difficulties.
What the hell?
I'm not production.
Bro made his own list and then try to pass it off. It's like Tupac number 1,
No,
the
look.
current rapper. We're like, hey,
You
what's
know
going
my
on?
My list
Yeah.
would have fucked up. You would have seen E40 way before he should have been, for sure.
That's so funny. Are y'all
That's
popping up
wild.
on Crip Mac stream? I told them I would because Adam and Crip Mac and 607 Unk said they're going to sleep on the ground on mattresses. So I was gonna pull up for like the late night shift and help them out if they want, maybe a couple hours. I'm not trying to do no 12 hours or nothing, but I'm down to pop up for a bit. And
So at first, Josh told me to pull up, but then everyone was saying that Adam wants to do it by himself and he doesn't want side characters in there like he did before.
no, yeah, I think for sure, but I think he'll. I'm down if they want me to pull up at 1 a.m. when they sleep and we just hold it down for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of vibe that I thought it was gonna be. But
I want to argue with that fucking roach 607 Unk.
Oh,
I got some choice
shit.
words for that fucking little roach.
and 607 Unk was popping it crazy about no jumper with Jaleesa and Flacco on that pod, and now he's like running to Adam to do a 24-hour stream. It's so funny how shameless all these people are. They could just speak the craziest shit about no jumper, and as soon as Adam snaps his fingers, they pop up like the fucking boogeyman on his ass.
That's why I've been waiting to make my 607 Unk video. I've been waiting because I knew he was just going to embarrass himself for the white man in some way, somehow. So I know I'm going to get all the content I need from this.
Yeah,
you fucking cockroach. You fucking vermin.
Whoa. What was he saying that made you feel this way, Rick?
Just a guy like that popping it at me is absolutely.
Oh, he popped it at you.
diabolical.
Oh, because he was saying we're all trash ass hosts and shit, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're referring to?
Yeah, type shit.
Yeah,
type shit.
yeah. He's actually slow, so it's like I didn't take too much, problem with it. Like this dude like bangs every gang in the book as like one of his little gimmicks and shit.
I know. I'm
Fucking
fake upset. I couldn't be upset at a dude like that. You know what I'm saying? But he is ugly. You know what I'm saying? I can't I can't say that. I could beat that horse into the ground.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All these niggas are actors, bruh. All that shit is kayfabe. I'm telling you, bruh. It's all a bunch of niggas acting. You catch them behind the scenes, I know damn well half these niggas can't act like that. Not counting all the niggas that's up there that are real reputables or whatever you want to call them, like Munchie B, Spody, Ant, all them. Like, I know they probably act like that off camera. But if you're a regular personality like 607, we know you acting. Ain't no fucking way, bro. Ain't no fucking way.
Nah, facts. I've seen 607 Onk up there. He didn't have nothing, bad to say, but his little character on camera had something bad to say about me. But I see him. I see him at No Jumper.
I just feel like it's like obviously that's like the new narrative. Just like when everybody left, everybody's saying, "Oh, No Jumper's dead. No Jumper's dead." Now the new narrative is like, "Oh, all these new hosts suck," and like and when No Jumper's doing way better than was before we had all these random hosts that they think suck. So it's like it doesn't add up. The Tuesday show is pretty much all Adam, Lush, and new hosts, and they're putting up 100K a week on the members shit now. So it's like the news is doing well. People are starting to like the more solidified casts and shit, and that's starting to do well. I think the conversations are getting better, and just like Adam be saying, all these fools be talking all this shit and their platforms are horrible. You feel me? Like it's just like they make the worst, most dog water, like slop AI thumbnail ass content, and then they talk crazy about a platform where we show up and we really pod on a daily. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. That shit is crazy to me.
But I don't take it too bad because it's like they would never sit down and try to pod with us and try to keep up with us. They'll just go and sit on their pod and talk their shit, you know what I'm saying? And pop it. There's a bunch of people that have their little streams and they have all the answers to everything we need to do and all the right choices. And it's like, motherfucker, you make them then. This is like, I don't understand. Like, I get, like, from a fan perspective being critical, but when you're actually a content creator and you're dog water at it, and then you're making all these grandstanding statements. But 607 Huck, he does do numbers. So I guess I'm not referring to him all the time. I just mean all these random ass people that, like, are jumping on the bandwagon. When I know none of them watch fucking No Jumper on a regular basis. Even when Blasey was kind of talking shit about No Jumper, it's like, when's the last time Blasey watched a No Jumper video? I guarantee you it's been maybe years. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I think they're all secretly watching though. Maybe not Blasey, but
but the rest of them for sure. The rest of them
after the point and shoot video, I was like, yo, who's watching us? Like, who's a part of that 71 people that he got pulling up on the reg, Yeah. Shout out Point and Shoot. I know he supports us, so I'm not just saying.
No,
him,
for sure.
but...
Yeah. Even bro, I dropped a video. It was like my first or second YouTube video where I like did a commentary type of thing. Point and Shoot commented before I was ever on No Jumper and was like, good commentary. And I was like, what the hell? Like that it was actually him too. I was like, damn. So Point and Shoot be out in these streets, man. I know he's like the Voldemort, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I definitely pressed that hype button on the Flacco Point and Shoot video to get it into the algorithm. I don't know if you guys did, but you know, I definitely did.
I like everything for show, but I've been sleeping on that. I should shoot Brody a few hypes for show. I should be shooting out a lot more hypes for show.
Yeah, I kind of like the hype thing, man. If you know what I'm saying, if it's something I want people to see, I'm like, you know, let me hit them with the hype, you know.
How many hypes do you get a week?
I don't know. It just pops up sometimes as an option instead of like commenting, and I just press the button if I fucked with the video. Just and then it'll like give you a report at the end of the week, like you added this much hype to videos. But so if y'all see that on our shit, press hype, y'all. Press hype on the button. You know what I'm saying? Press hype.
Yeah, hype us up, hype us up. Like the stream. Like how many likes do we have? 126. Shout out y'all. We had 300 people in here, man. Let's get some more likes.
Get some more likes in that.
Let's get some more likes.
Shout out to everybody
bro.
that's in here. But shit, y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about and shit? That we've been going. This was our best pod so far, man. The highest numbers. You know what I'm saying? We had what, 350 in here, I think, at some point.
I feel like we got to 400. Was I?
We might have. I think we might have. We might have for sure. Shout out to, but yeah, we gonna stay consistent. We still trying to work out, you know, the best days and shit. But as often as we can, we gonna go live, us three. We're going to start bringing some guests. Doughboy wants to hop on here. I would love to see what the chat has to say to Doughboy, because we're going to be reading all your super chats and discussing them. We're supposed to sit down with Munchie in the near future. We're supposed to sit down with one of the ex-security guards at No Jumper wants to sit on the podcast, so I thought that would be cool. He was at the first competition, the big Mexican dude. He was like tall as fuck.
Oh, for real?
He's been following me since then, and he fucks with me. Yeah, the serious ass one. Yeah. And then he would smile. Yeah, he's hella cool. He always taps in with me every once in a while, just, you know, encouraging me and shit. So he hit me just replying to something. He was like, I got like, not about No Jumper or bad or exposing. He just said he like has a lot of good stories he feels like would be good on a pod. I'm like, bro, we're gonna get you on. It's good.
That'll be fire. I want to do one with Almighty too, man. Goes away. I want to do one, but I'm trying to figure out like how to plan it out, and you know what would be the most impactful way to do that.
Yeah, shout out to Almighty.
Real hip hop in here, so I can try to dig in my bag, man. Get Lush or Almighty. I know they be.
We could get Lush for sure. We easily could get Lush on here, and we'll make Lush dig in his butt for them rap facts for you. We got you.
Something, bro. Fuck.
What did y'all think about the Diddy Jackman whole situation? Did you guys hear about that?
I heard them talking about it yesterday. I said, oh, he was on some horn dog shit. Fucking, what did he pop, a honey pack or a blue rhino or something?
Both.
Bro?
Supposedly both.
This nigga too short to be doing all that, bro.
And he harassed a woman to take her top off until she was uncomfortable, and we had to kick him out.
That nigga,
I was waiting to review that. No,
I know. Yeah, they said that they're having trouble with the shit processing. They think it might be kind of fried, but they have like a rep at YouTube that can hit and possibly get the file, so they could at least put it out in like the 2 12-hour chunks or the 4 6-hour chunks. Wait, that doesn't add up.
212.
But I think they were saying they wanted to do 6-hour chunks. I just can't do the math that fast in my head. What's 24 divided by 6? 7?
4.
Fuck. But yeah, anyways, yeah.
I said 6, 12. I said, what the fuck?
Bro, I took algebra twice, bro. Give me a break, okay?
Hey, I did too.
For real?
Yeah.
I hate math, bro, but give me in some English classes, nigga. I'm in there
same.
getting A's on every essay.
History and English, science and math, I was fried, but also was high as hell and like popping Norcos when I was like a freshman too. That didn't help. But shit, we want to know what's up with you and Doe Smoke. Me and Doe is cool. I felt like he was kind of siding with Wack, which they're both like 50 plus, and they're both, you know, older black dudes. He likes Wack. He feels like he's a great businessman and all this shit. So he's on Team Glaze Wack, and he can do that. You know, me and Doe don't have to align on every single thing. I'd rather we don't align on things, you know what I'm saying? So we could have some good conversations. But after that,
comedic relief, though.
He got to get back in that bag. He definitely got to get in that bag more.
Yes, nobody wanted your serious opinions on that motherfucker when they chose you, cause but hide it behind the joke, bro. We don't want to. We did not. No one wants to see you trying to be stern, nigga. Make somebody laugh, please, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, like I don't know if it was just he was sleepy. My takeaway from potting with Doe was like, I want to see him at his best because when I pulled up in the morning, I felt like he was just killing the flow of every like
he was
right when
whipped
we
out,
got
bro.
going.
He was whipped out. Like literally, like 10 hours in, Doe was fried. Like,
he was done. Okay.
So for 14 more hours, he was taking naps like every other hour for an hour, and then coming back to the stream sleepy as fuck and not saying much, and then going, "How much time we got left? All right, I'm gonna go sleep for 15
Big
minutes."
nigga shit.
Yeah.
Big nigga shit. I used to be able to sleep anywhere.
I
Nigga.
told him though. I told him, I'm like, bro, 24 hours. I've done it one time with my homies. I had like 6, 7 of my homies at my crib, and we did a 24-hour stream. It whooped us out. It whooped us out, bro. That shit was horrible. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, bro,
I could do a gaming. When I was streaming, bro, I did one 24-hour stream. I was on that bit. I ain't gonna lie. By like hour 18, 19, it got cooked. But then I hit 23. I had a second win, nigga. That shit turned into like a 29-hour stream.
That's crazy. I'm just not built like that. I'm definitely not built like that. I fucking the 12 hours, that was perfect. I was like, damn, but also it was lit at 3 a.m. There's still hella people in the chat. So I'm like, I'm glad we did the 24, but I'm not trying to do the bro. Doe was asking Josh, how can we make this happen weekly? I'm like, bro, what?
Jeez, bro, let me in there. I can do it, nigga, for 24. I'm telling you,
bro. You should have
Xbox
seen fucking Steven and Nathan's face. They're like, Brody, we're not staying up here 24 hours on a weekly basis, my boy. Like, you're tripping. Yeah. Doe is 47 years old for sure. Yeah, but I try to warn him. That's why I said let's do 12 because I feel like Doe would have had a better showing. But I think Doe still gets the credit because it was his idea. He made it happen. He brought the women through. He brought some guests through, and he kind of definitely added a big chunk of the entertainment for it, even if it wasn't coming out of his mouth directly. So, still all credit to Doe. I told him that after the Wack thing, like, yo, thank you for making me do that 24-hour stream because, you know what I'm saying, it made me push myself to the limits. And I was still potting, you know, and arguing with fools, you know, 16 hours in and shit. So I'm like, damn. But I made a grave mistake eating some edibles. Like three gummies, 20 milligrams each. That shit made me feel like I was on heroin without that sleep, bro.
I was not gonna pull up, but I woke up and I saw you in the morning, and I was like, "Man, let me go grab this cup of coffee for Moose. I'm gonna pull up, surprise him." You feel me? And then like you had already had the Red Bull, you were kind of perked up. I was like, "All right,
that brought me back." I ordered McDonald's breakfast. Love me a sausage McMuffin. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with the sausage McMuffins, but I do like my griddles too. You know what I'm saying? But I ordered 2 sausage McMuffins, hash brown, a little iced coffee, and then a couple Red Bulls. I'm like, this is going to be the perfect pick-me-up. Yeah. Go outside, grab my bag, bust it down. Coffee watery as shit. They gave me a fucking sausage biscuit, no cheese, no egg. Just dry-ass biscuit. The only one sandwich. I was supposed to get 2, and then the fucking hash brown was all burnt somehow. I'm like, how do you even burn a hash brown at McDonald's? Like, what hellhole of a McDonald's did I order from? Had to be like, yo, I didn't get my items, got my money back, and then I was just eating this weak-ass biscuit, put some ketchup on it, hella mad, chugging Red Bull, and then I finished the stream. But yeah, I was having a bad morning, let me tell you what.
Hey,
yeah, you were cranky.
Bro, I was a little cranky
at me. He said, don't start preaching. You just quit smoking weed. You're smoking weed right.
I forgot about that. I was low-key delusional,
like,
bro. I was delirious.
As hell right now, bro.
There was people in the chat that were like, Moose is killing the vibe. So I'm like, let me just kick back. That's when I started trying to be quiet, and then I started falling asleep, and I was like fucking nodding out and shit because I was like, I think I am killing the vibe, guys. I'm that grumpy old guy right now. That's funny.
Moose got cozy. Hey, before we move on from Doughboy, I didn't know he was 47. He might have pulled up too late. He probably should have did this like 8 years ago when he was in the prime of his comedy, all deaf digital shit. Now that nigga about to be tired every day dealing with a bunch of buffoonery, nigga. You got to do that shit when you in the prime of it. Now he got a level head. He ain't trying to be on that funny shit every time.
That is true. No, but I think he could get in that bag because he going back into Wild and Out, bro. He told me to try out for Wild and Out. So coming around next month, Moose is going to be trying out for Wild and Out, bro. So if y'all see me on there, mind your fucking business. Okay, I'm getting a Wild and Out tattoo.
Hold up, boys. Give me 1 second.
They said Moose and Ricky low-key dating. No, we're not. Um, let's see what else. I seen another chat that was funny. You saying Moose? You saying Doe was siding with Wack? You was cool with Spody calling him a jig. I wasn't cool with that, but how's a Mexican gonna be like, hey, black man, don't call this other black man a JB? Like, that is not my place. Like, I literally, when it happened, I was like, just trying to give context. Like, Spody, you keep saying that he's this, but why do you feel that? Is it because of the non-black N-word thing? Is it because of blackface? I was just trying to give context. I wasn't really I just let them duke it out. That was none of my business. Same with like the black people saying people shouldn't say the N-word. I'm never going to be the one, Mexicans should be able to say the N-word, or even the one that's like, hey, homie, don't be saying the N-word around me. That's just not my fight. You feel me? Y'all got that. But, you know, I just voice my opinion sometimes. But yeah, me and Doe are cool. You know, not everything you see on camera is like the deepest, craziest thing. That's what I'm realizing about this shit. You can make an offhand joke. Like at the host competition, one of the dudes said he was a part of Fresh and Fit's community. So I said, so am I. And people ran with that for like 2 weeks, that I'm like a secret red pill racist. Like, I'm like, bro, obviously I hate Myron. I don't like Fresh and Fit. It was a joke because I think they're corny as shit. And saying I'm a part of Fresh and Fit's community too is hilarious because they suck.
Ass.
Moose, would you consider Lush your Master Yoda? Bro, Lush is my favorite person to podcast with when I just want to fuck around. He makes me laugh. He was whispering in my ear saying I'm a Norte, and then had TF Third yelling at us on the pod. That was so fucking funny. There's something about Lush that just makes me so happy and laughing, bro. It's so funny, bro.
Nah, yeah. I felt like we were joking so hard in the morning. Like, that was definitely one of my favorite pods with Lush.
Yeah, that was bro. Queefing out the bussy is just the so top tier podding, bro. I was crying laughing when he first said it. Like, I couldn't breathe. I thought I was gonna pass out though, how hard I was laughing. I don't know why. Lush just like when he says a joke and then he like starts to look around to see if anybody else is laughing, and then he starts laughing at his own joke. Every time he looks right at me, and it makes me laugh every time. I fuck with Lush.
That nigga like, what's that nigga name from Madagascar, bro?
The king,
King Julian.
Yeah, King Julian.
King Lush in that bitch, man.
They said Moose said he personally fuck with Wendy's more like the one next to Home Depot and Sac. How do you know the layout of the Meadowview Wendy's? Because I spent a lot of time at that Meadowview Wendy's, but Wendy's fell off a long time ago. I haven't been to Wendy's in years, but I grew up fucking with Wendy's, McDonald's, Jack in the Box. I grew up on fast food, bro. Garbage ass shit. Why you think I was a fat kid? My grandma was buying me Wendy's and all that shit, taking me to Goodwill to buy a toy, and I was eating everything, bro. I was going crazy. That was the best time of life, man.
Oh God.
But anything y'all want to get off, man, or just shout out y'all shit? What videos y'all got coming? What content? All that.
You go, Brody.
Hey man, Brody Deej on fucking Twitch and TikTok. Brody Deej 510 on motherfucking Instagram. Brody Deej on you. Just search it up. You gonna see me on that motherfucker. Quit calling me Mr. Clean, nigga. Quit calling me Polo Sweater, nigga. Mr. Baldy. It's Brody Deej. Maybe I need to rebrand to Baldy Deej, because then that shit'll be more catchier for you niggas. But I'm going to Turkey and I'm gonna get this shit fixed eventually. So I'm not committing to that shit yet. So
Crispy Deej.
Crispy Deej in this bitch. Go on and
TYB
Deej. Man. Big TYB. TYB.
Brody TYB.
Something like, man. But for real, y'all gotta fuck with me if you a gamer. 100%. If you want to laugh, fuck with me. There is some shit I'm passionate about and it'll be serious, but 99% of the time, I'm gonna be making jokes, dog. So don't come in here thinking I'm about to be dumbass serious. You probably could tell that from the shit I say on here, nigga. I'm real loose with it, but one thing you'll get is 100% honesty. Nah, fuck it. I'm loose. I don't care, nigga. All Diddy. Fuck it, nigga. I be on that too, nigga. Catch me on Xbox. I'm saying gay shit. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, bro, just fuck with me, man. Pull up if you like good vibes. That's all.
Oh God, and his Instagram is in the description currently. So if you want to follow Ricky, Brody, they in the description. I'll put the YouTubes as well a little bit later if y'all are watching this afterwards. Someone did say they need to know Ricky's top 3 fast food places though before y'all end this.
In-N-Out, Sonics, and In-N-Out, Sonics. Probably Taco Bell. Still Taco Bell
Okay,
in
what's
there.
your Sonic order? I've only been to Sonic like 3 times, and it's always like when I'm on the road and shit.
No, yeah, I always try something new, but I always make sure to get like one of their slushy drinks. Period.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Gotta
The
get
drinks,
a slushy
A1.
drink.
I thought you was a
Nah.
Coney dog type of dude or something.
Nah, I don't even know what's on their
Just kidding.
menu. What the fuck is a Coney dog?
It's a chili dog, I think. I think it's one of their famous
Blizzard
things.
in your mouth. Nigga.
Oh, it's a
Blizzard
mega
goes
glizzy?
deep.
Yeah,
Nah,
mega chili glizzy, I think.
But I'll tell you this though, every time I go to Dodger Stadium, I gotta get a Dodger dog with the nacho cheese and hella jalapenos. I'm eating that shit shamefully. I'm not ducking, trying to fucking not be captured by the homies,
You're
bro.
not
I'm fucking-
breaking it in half.
Nah, me, I'm not
You with a
doing none of
knife and
that.
shit.
Nah, I need all that nacho cheese and jalapenos, boy. What? I used to be chubby too as a kid. You feel me? I'm still chubby right now.
Let's go. Let's get Ricky fatter. Fat, horny, and sober. That's
hell
Ricky.
no.
Let's go.
Hell no.
One of
No,
my
but
best
shout out your
photos.
content and all the channel and all that shit too.
Oh yeah. Ricky Roy on everything. That's an X instead of a C. We love the C. We love the B. But yeah, I don't know what videos I'm gonna be making, but I'm gonna be live streaming more, bro. I'm just gonna go at it in the morning, grab a cup of coffee, live stream, hit some topics, chop it up, react to some stuff like that. I think that's gonna be my flow until I come up with another video idea. I got some in the cut, but yeah, I just want to keep going live, keep throwing up content.
Yeah, I think we should even try one where like all 3 of us are streaming and then we're just like maybe not looking at each other, but we're just like in a call and listening to each other's, talk, but we're like all streaming to our own, audience and shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel
Yeah.
Like your birthday one
Yeah.
went up doing that shit.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. I'm gonna collab this one too, but I'm saying I think we should be all of us going live and just everybody circling in, sending people to each other's chats, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I see like all the FaZe dudes and Aiden and all them, they all streaming at the same time and joining Discord and all that type of shit. So I definitely, but yeah, I think if we just need to keep going live as much as we can. Hit me whenever y'all are going live. If you just trying to chop it up, even if I'm not live, I'll hop in Discord and you just stream your face and we just chop it up and talk about topics or whatever. But I think just us being consistent, just going live and dropping shit as much as possible. The people want to see us, man. It's clear, so we got to feed the streets.
Hey, yo, and I want to say this right quick. Shout out to this 83 people we got still rocking with us. Y'all are the real fans, bro. You feel me? It was nice to have that 300 bump for the drama and stuff, but like
they're the fair weather fans, man. This 85
Facts.
that's in the chat, those are Raider fans. They're
Yeah,
sticking
the loyal
by.
ones.
Good, bad, or
Yeah.
ugly, man. We're like the Raiders. We want the real guys, not the ones that's there when Carr is there throwing bombs and doing his thing. We want him with the torn Achilles, Brody, torn Achilles at quarterback, and you guys still tune in to watch him. You know what I'm saying?
Geno Smith bitch ass. You still
Oh God!
watching Geno Smith bitch ass.
This is the Geno Smith podcast. Back with another episode. We love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, join a member, donate if you want, do all that good stuff. Subscribe to Brody D. Subscribe to Ricky Roy with an X instead of a C.